Well, and you?
Good, thank you.
Good, you?
What? He looked at me like so judgy.
2022 Growthpoint Nationals. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are joined here today by myself, Jacques Dumini, and my brother Joffrey Dumini. Joffrey, welcome. What do we have on show for us today?
We've got Damien Konoval, the South African junior #1 against McNeil Pather. Right? McNeil Pather is currently a player, I believe, residing from the Northern Cape, AJ?
100% correct. Damien Konoval, also born and raised in the Northern Cape.
It'll be quite an interesting matchup due to the fact that both these players are from the north. Alright, this is a very different game. You have to play down in the Cape. You know, ball stays shorter, more value for shots. We don't want to see these boys having to run their guts out. We want to see some quality being displayed over here today. You know, shots are on scene. The tin is lower, it is 17 inches, and I have no doubt in my mind that the South African #1 is going to throw and showcase for us some quality shots today.
McNeil Pather currently being coached by Ruan Olivier, based in Johannesburg, and Damien Konoval currently being coached by Mark Shikaren.
Shout out to Rolly and Marky Squash.
Time!
Right, both these boys very experienced on the under-19 stage. Damien Konoval just recently, I believe he was in France, Jacques, representing the African national side, the junior national side, I believe. South Africa securing the 17th position in the teams event. I'm not quite sure where he ended up in the individuals, but I do know that this boy is very experienced. Paul Cole having knocked at him a couple of times whilst he was in the Netherlands. Yes, that is incredible. That is an incredible opportunity. So Damien Konoval will definitely put on a show for us throughout the duration of the tournament, and most definitely today as well.
Damien, who's serving?
So the official rankings thus far: Damien Konoval, the African #1, McNeil Pather, currently ranked number 11th in the country. You know what they say about boys with double digits, you know? McNeil Pather's favorite food, lasagna. His favorite movie, The Hunger Games.
15 seconds.
This might be a Hunger Game display right here by the national #1. You know, he might just chuck McNeil all over the court, but we do know that McNeil Pather is a runner. Runner of note.
Growthpoint SA
Those
Nationals
Northern boys are most
2022.
definitely known for that.
Boys under 19
Can also
full match.
definitely throw in a bit
Damien
of
Konoval to serve.
hammer
McNeil
throw
Pather
out
to
there. Can
receive.
McNeil Pather?
Best of 5 games.
He's got a lovely forehand on him.
Most definitely, these boys will be hitting the ball very, very hard, trying to intimidate their
Lovell.
opponents from the outset and out. Here we go. Let's have a look. Lovell. Oh.
One love.
Alright, immediately some dominance shown there by Damien. A couple of holds, utilizing the sidewall immediately. I know his first game was a bit edgy of his standard, but he will definitely most likely produce quality squash going on in this tournament.
Oh, that is
Two
very
left.
smart.
That is experience. That is all that is. He knows exactly where his opponent is once the ball comes off the backboard.
Oh,
Down.
jelly legs there.
Hand out. 1-2.
Physicality definitely being tested on that shot.
We'll definitely most likely see longer rallies from the under 19 boys. You know, the ball will be warmer.
Hand out 3-1.
We're not so sure if they're using the new ball per match. It doesn't really matter, but that ball will stay warm and stay bouncy for the duration of the match.
Konoval definitely looks comfortable on court.
Down 4-1.
Currently has a 3-point lead. Score is 4-1. That's a lovely boast.
5-1.
Once again, the boast being used so well today from all players.
Most definitely. I mean, Damien coming off a very, very big tour, representing South Africa in France at
6-1.
World Juniors. You know, a lot of confidence being pumped into this boy from his coaches, from his managers, and definitely from his family. You know, Damien coming from a very, very big sporting background, Jacques. You know, his brother being South African junior #1, or the SA Schools #1 under 19, and Damien being the Proteas #1. That's a very big achievement by their family.
Down. Hand out
150%
2-6.
correct. Oh, he's gone for it. Here's the flick.
There's another one.
Panther on the run.
Down.
Oh, beautiful
And
by
out
Damien
7-2.
Konoval. Combinations are just incredible by this young man at the moment.
There's the flick. Lovely hold. A little bit of a turn of the shoulder there.
Pather deals with quite well. You know, Pather is quite an agile young man. Quite a wrist on him as well. I wonder, Jacques, what do you think about the teardrop racket versus the round head? Does it play a difference in the game?
8-2.
Teardrops definitely seems to be giving you a slight edge in terms of power. Obviously, you do have that slight leverage of the racket. It's a little bit longer. The round heads seem to be a little bit shorter, but the advantage of it is obviously it has a bigger circumference that you can obviously hit the ball out of the middle of the racket with, compared to those
9-2.
teardrops.
Most definitely the sweet spot on the teardrop is very, very minute. Right, the ball just going out of play over there. We're going to go into a little bit of a search for the ball. I believe it might have gone into Javianas once again. Right, these young men showcasing their skills at the V&A waterfront. I mean, it's just an extraordinary experience for both of them.
9-2.
Here we go. Damien Konoval is 9-2 up. It's a mammoth of a task for young Pather. Oh my word.
10-2. Game ball.
Time and time again, we've seen that trickle bows break the ankles of the opponents. Somebody, please, please have an ambulance on standby for this young man. He might need it after this.
That's a lovely little flick there from Pather. Starting to work the champ. The lovely thing that Damien Konoval seems to have over his opponents, you know, he shows them the drop. He hits the drop. He shows them the cross grip. He
Down.
hits the cross grip. But it's all coming from the same
And out.
setup. You know, he
3-10.
never
Game
seems
ball.
to not have a trick up his sleeve. He's always chucking these weapons at his opponents.
You know, it's all about making sure that your opponent is second guessing. If you can do that at the junior level, you tend to come up on top, most definitely.
There it is once
11-3.
again. Just the
Game to
old stepping
Groenewald.
onto the shot. Bang.
Groenewald leads 1 game to
Straight
love.
punch drive.
11-3. That's game to Damien. We'll see you guys shortly. Alright, back again with the ladies
One
and
love.
gentlemen. It's one love in games to Damien Konoval. Up to an early starter there, it's one love.
Grunewald looks comfortable, looking to hunt for the volley. Here's the volley. Beautiful power of
Two
that
love.
cross court.
I see Jacques, once the ball goes on that forehand deep corner, I see a lot of the guys tend to hammer it to the other side, making sure there's enough space to get it past their opponent's racket. Is that a tactic used quite often and on the big stage?
100% correct, you know. All about just
Hand
making
out,
sure that you're
1-2.
playing to your strengths.
Most definitely. And Damien knows when he's playing a tall opponent, he wants to get that ball nice and wide with pace to make sure his opponent does not climb on the volley. At this level under 19, boys tend to be quite sharp. So making sure you have that extra bit of width will be an advantage. Oh, into
Hand
the
out, 3-1.
turn. Oh, I believe that was up. Okay, it was up. Very, very good shot there by Damien Konoval.
I think we need to have your eyes checked out there, Mr. Joffrey Dumini.
Oh, most definitely.
Hand
Oh,
out,
exact
2-3.
vision that.
that was an absolute beautiful shot there by Nikhil Pathy. You know, cross court straight drop, the right weight of shot into the neck. Beautiful shot by Nikhil.
Lovely backhand volley drop. Definitely starting to move Grunewald a little bit more around the court. There's the flick once again.
Hand out, 4-2.
You can definitely see that flick being utilized quite a lot by Damien Konoval just to ensure that he has the hold and possession of his opponent. Just putting them on the back heels just a little bit more than
5-2.
usual, you know. I'm pretty sure these first year 19s won't be quite accustomed to it, but they definitely will adjust as time goes on. The pace is definitely up over here. That ball is bouncing quite a lot, looking like a bouncy ball at the moment.
Lovely control. Lovely.
Oh, absolutely
6-2.
beautiful by Damien Konoval. Jacques, I must say Damien Konoval's game has most improved over the last few years. I know that you played with him there at
7-2.
Itzuk Squash Club. Has he improved as a junior from the last couple of years?
I must say, definitely over the years, you know, he's started knocking on some of the top guys' doors. But since I've been away these last 3-4 months, his game has definitely lifted, started to become a lot more mature on court, straight line hitting more efficient, moving around the court
8-2.
better, tactical awareness of his opponents. So, you know, all ups to him. You know, he's taken his game to the next level, which is exactly what has been demanded of him, and
Down.
he's
Hand out,
really
3-8.
starting to reap the benefits of it.
How would you say the various other seeds compete against Damien Konoval? I mean, we know he's exceptionally strong when it comes to the front of the court, but we haven't seen anybody put pressure on him at the back just as of yet. Do you think that's going to be a determining factor going later on in the tournament?
Absolutely, you know. Whoever is able to hit a better
out,
length
9-3.
on the day is obviously bound to come on top.
Most definitely. The score is currently 9-3 to Damien Konoval. I mean, he's just shown a showcase of shots. His
Down.
arsenal of shots is massive.
10-3,
I mean,
game ball.
he's got a hold pretty much from front of the court, mid-court, and the back of the court. I mean, playing a player of his abilities is just insane.
And you know, he's just able to read the game so well. Always looking to anticipate, always looking to volley, always looking to step up on the court. Definitely hitting his targets. Oh,
11-3.
it's
Games
so
Grunewald.
aggressive, so
Grunewald
wonderful
leads
to
2
watch.
games to love.
That's game. That is 11-3 to Grunewald. Looking a little bit untested on court at the moment. It's 2 love to games of Grunewald. We'll be back with you guys shortly after the 90-second break.
Gentlemen, score is currently 2-love in games to Damien Konoval.
Damon's definitely asserted his dominance on court immediately from the outset. I mean, showing why he is the more experienced player. Going short when he needs to go short,
Down,
moving his
one
opponent from the front of the court to the back of the court, left and right. He's sending Nikhil Pather on a wild goose chase at the moment.
Oh, that is beautiful height.
Oh, he's just toying with
Two
him at the
love.
moment. It's like taking candy from a baby at the moment. This is beautiful from Damien Konoval.
A little bit of a change up there. Lob serve. Pather needs to try
Three love.
something different. He can't be playing at one pace here. You know,
Most
he's
definitely.
definitely got the weapons. We'd like to just see it come out a little bit more. Take the match to Damien. Not being scared to commit to the
Down,
shot.
4 love.
Go for those cross nicks. Go for those straight nicks. He definitely has the ability to do so.
Yeah, I think he just needs to shut it down the court a little bit better over here.
Down,
I mean, he's
5 love.
getting the ball to the back of the court, but definitely not utilizing the straighter options more often. I mean, he's trying to open the court too much, trying to one-up Damien with a little bit of the flick a bit too much as
And
well. So
out,
we want to
1-5.
see the straighter options being utilized a bit more there.
Down, 2-5.
Konoval going after that cross-court nick, unfortunately not paying off.
It's currently 5-2 to Damien Konoval. Still Nikhil to serve, so it's 2-5 down. Needs to really change his tactics over here. Keep the ball under the glass, making sure that the ball is straighter for often and not put his opponent into the front too soon.
That is
Otherwise,
beautiful.
Ball be fetching.
Beautiful. Now he's
Down.
got him moving. There's
Better.
more of that.
3-5.
That's it. Move him around. Here we go. That's lovely. But he's got to back it up. Konoval's not going to step down. Here we go.
It's a little bit better from Nikhil Pather. I mean, I think his understanding of the game is definitely up there.
And out,
Just needs to change his tactic a
6-3.
little bit to make sure they can keep up with Damien Konoval's tactics over here.
150% correct. You know, and Damien's got really good finishing capabilities on the squash court. Pather, straight game,
Thank you.
very,
Not
very
up.
good. You know, can't
7-3.
say anything negative about that. But again, just needing to try something a little bit more different.
You can see all shots at the moment from Pather just falling a little bit short. We need to see that ball go behind the service box more often, making sure that we're moving Damien a little bit deeper than usual. This is an experienced squash player knowing exactly where to
8-3.
place his opponent. The score is now 8-3 and Damien Konoval is on a high.
That is lovely.
9-3.
That's just textbook shock. Simple 1-2. Good serve, straight drop afterwards. Easy as can be.
A little bit of nerves there creeping in.
10-3. Match ball.
10-3 match ball. A little bit of a short match by Damien Konoval. Shall we see the big one, Jacques? Big finish?
Hopefully. Go for it.
Oh, there it is.
There it
Beautiful.
Down.
Oh,
Hand out.
Javre.
Oh, it
14.
was down.
Match ball.
It's good touch. Good recovery from Damien Konoval. There the hands.
Down. 5-10.
Oh, it's down once again.
Match ball.
Right, we see some psychological opening here for young Nikhil Pather. Can he recognize it and produce the comeback?
Konoval looking to get this match over with. Definitely starting to go for a lot more things.
Oh, that's not good enough, unfortunately.
It's too floaty.
Doors open. Here we go, Damien Konoval.
Down.
Oh, back
6-10.
again.
On for it
Match
again.
ball.
Another tin. It's 6-10. Hopefully he recognizes the fact that, you know, Nikhil Pather is a good player. Needs to respect him a little bit more.
Down.
Oh, Pather.
Oh,
little
there we
11-6.
go.
Match to Groenewald. 3 games
hesitant
to
on
love.
that drop shot. But ladies and gentlemen, that was a sublime match from both players, Damien Konoval and Nikhil Pather. Gentlemen, well done to both of you.
We will see you guys shortly after the break. Up next, we believe there may be a few more under 19 players, so we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
I was looking on your little bio that you guys were actuarial science at Tux or Stellenbosch. I coach Stellenbosch, so it's Stellenbosch, okay? Can we just stick with that?
Yeah, okay.
Good, glad. Right, welcome, another squash player. But why actual science? Put that close to your mouth.
I just found when they spoke at our school for career day, I just found it very interesting. And I like working with numbers and like accounting a lot. I think it would be a career I enjoy.
Fantastic. From a squash perspective, how long have you been playing?
I've been playing since I was about 10, I think.
I see on once again on that same piece of paper, you said you liked Ramy Ashur
Yeah.
before he retired.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching him.
I think he's probably the greatest squash player, in my opinion, that's ever played the game of squash. He's quite
Definitely.
astounding. And then Paul Cole, like two very contrasting players.
Yeah, I enjoy Paul Cole's work ethic and just the way he improved over the years and his game. Really enjoy watching him as well.
It's admirable, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really
he's a
is.
good world champion. Well, he's not a world champion, but he's a good world number one.
Yeah, he is.
So what are your aspirations for the rest of the year and for next year?
Well, this year I'd like to focus on prelims and finals after this, and then hopefully next year play a lot of squash in uni and Jarvis and USAs and all of that.
Brilliant. Well, good luck for prelims.
Thank
Good
you.
luck for your exams. Come to Stellenbosch, you'll play lots of squash.
Okay.
Okay. McNeil, everybody. So, Damien, your brother, Luan, won the under-17 event here, which that was the only event that we had last year. If those guys don't know, Luan plays with two hands. It's quite a unique thing. So, what's the brotherly love like in the family when the two of you get on the squash court? Is he getting closer to you, or do you still give him a clap?
Obviously, he's getting closer to me. I just don't give him the chance to. I haven't played him since Bloom this year. I don't plan to play him again soon, so hopefully
Wise
I don't play
move.
hopefully I don't play him again soon, but yeah, he's improved a lot. He's just getting taller and taller. He's almost as tall as me now. I think he's taller maybe. So yeah.
And you've obviously spent a little couple of months, as you explained to us, overseas, which is fantastic, and you were training literally 6 days a week. What have you learnt about your game and going to Worlds and playing Jarvis this year? You played number 2 for Northerns. What are you learning that your game needs to improve, to aspire to achieve the goals that you've set yourself that you would like to do as a professional squash player?
I would say the physical aspect of my game isn't as strong as it needs to be. So while I was overseas, it was just trying to get myself to go stronger, make the games longer. So obviously people get faster, they read the game better. So it's just the fact of trying to get my physicality to the next level and being able to keep up for longer.
Do you feel that it's something that's going to be a time-based process? So, for example, you know, we go from grade 1 to matric in 12 years, but not necessarily 12 years to get really good. But how long do you think it's going to take you, if you had to plan it in a perfect world, to get that experience that you're talking about and that toughness, and then obviously to apply it within the stage under pressure in matches and in tournaments?
It's going to take longer. It's, building up your physicality is not easy. 3 months wasn't enough. Obviously, it got a bit better, but it's still a lot of work that needs to be done. So hopefully in the next 2-3 years, I can be able to compete top in South Africa and then try to take it to the international level.
So you planning on going overseas? You still going to come back and compete in South Africa?
Yeah, of course. I don't know if I'm planning to go overseas to stay there, but just the fact of I'm trying to play more PSA tournaments, get the exposure of playing against the international players. But yeah, I'll never stop playing in South Africa. It's the best place to be. So.
I couldn't agree with you more. I've been fortunate to go around the world, but SA is the best. Well, good luck, and congratulations. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. Nice chatting to you. Damien Konoval, everybody. Right, let's welcome onto the court another under-19 men's game. He goes to King Edward School in Johannesburg. He's club and province, Igoli Squash Johannesburg, and he's coached by Craig van der Walt. He started playing at 10 years old, and his players that he likes to learn from are Tariq Momin and Hania El Hamami. Please welcome Dio Divine Mkize. Dio's opponent was last year's under-17 finalist. He lost to Damien's brother in a fantastic 3-2 battle. He's back now, but he's up in age group into under-19. He's also just formed part of the South African under-19 team that went to France to play in the World Junior Championships. Wonderful experience, and by all accounts, it seemed he played very well. Please welcome Seth Flesberg.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Welcome back to the Growthpoint SA Nationals. We've got the junior tournament going on now. And at the moment, we're going to welcome on Seth Flesberg and Dio Divine McKeezy. They're both under 19. And Dio is a product of Igoli squash. He's been playing since the age of 10 years old. And he is coached by the
Growthpoint SA
legendary
Nationals
Craig van der
2022
Butt.
Boys under 19 pool match.
Ready
Seth
to
Flesberg
start
to
now.
serve.
Seth Flesberg will
Dio
serve.
Divini Mkizi to receive best of 5 games level. Down, one love.
Right, unforced error there by Dio Divine. Right,
And out,
great build
1
up
all.
to that winner. Getting Seth out of position. Gives him some time to play the winner.
Down.
Unforced error
2-1.
there. Some good drives to the back. Lovely length there by Seth. That's
3-1.
great boast from Dio. He says he loves competition and he loves working hard. He's got a really good work ethic, this boy.
4-1.
Another great drop. Straight into the neck. Dio Divine picking the ball up nicely in the back corners. Stay consistent,
Out.
and that's going to help his game plan. Seth has just hit the ball out. Somebody has to pass it there, would be good. Excellent. And
From the
game
right,
can
5-1.
continue. Dio to serve.
Yes, Slade. 5-1.
Slade ball. Some interference on the way to the ball. Play the point over for those that don't know.
6-1.
Lovely drop by Dio.
Hand out.
Nice length.
2-6.
Deep into the back corner. Lovely drop there by
3-6.
Seth. pushed Dio Devine to the back and then went short. A loose ball from Leo. It's got to be a little
Yes,
more
Slade.
consistent and
3-6.
keep the ball away from the tee.
And
that'll
out,
be a
7-3.
stroke. No access to the front wall. That means your opponent wins the point.
Yes, Slade.
That'll be a
7-3.
let. Interference on the way to the ball. Replay the point. Boys will both be looking for good length. Oh,
8-3.
unlucky bounce for Seth. Unable to return that.
Down 9-3.
Oh, unforced error there from Seth. That's Dio Devine up 9-3.
Down
And another unforced error.
10-3. Game ball.
You have to, Seth will have to take his 90 seconds to regroup.
Hand out.
Excellent drop shot.
4-10. Game ball.
Nice tight ball from Seth. Great pickup. Lovely
11-4.
ball
Game
from
to Mkize.
Dio
Mkize leads
Devine.
1 game to love.
Nice and tight, and that gives him the game. 11-4. And we'll be back shortly.
We like it.
Lovell. Yes, Slade. Lovell.
Right. Game 2 started with a let. Dio Devine serving.
Down, one love.
Unforced error there from Seth.
Not up, two love.
Nice hard drive from Dio Devine. Seth unable to get there.
Down, hand out, 1-2.
Excellent
all.
shot from Seth. Straight into the neck. Coming back with a much better attacking game here. It's a little
Not
bit
up,
loose.
hand out,
It's getting him in
3-2.
trouble. Lovely drop
4-2.
from Dio. Set himself up nicely. Played it accurately. It's been a lot more consistent here. Moving exceptionally well. Nice tight ball from
Hand
Seth
out,
in the back
3-4.
corner.
4-all.
Lovely tight ball.
5-4.
Up against the wall. Very difficult to retrieve.
Down. Hand
Seth
out,
making the
5-all.
unforced error. You can see it's frustrating him a little bit. He's in a position to play a winner. It's a better length from Seth.
Down,
Dio's
6-5.
really getting that ball firing to the back. Putting Seth under a lot of pressure.
Down. Hand out, 6-all.
And another unforced error from Dio.
Out. Hand out, 7-6.
You can see with these youngsters, consistency only comes after a few years.
Hand out,
can do
7-all.
The odd spectacular shot, but it's the great length and gameplay that sets you up.
Down.
Unlucky there.
Hand out, 8-7.
Dominating the tee at the moment. Dio's got to get him off that tee. He's nice and tall,
Down.
and it's an unforced error.
Hand out, 8-all.
All right, we're on 8-all. Very tight game. Lovely drops from both boys. Oh, and Seth slips. Very unfortunate.
Hand out, 9-8.
Excellent shot, straight into
Hand
the net.
out, 9-all.
Serve that comes out wide. Gives the player a lot of time and a lot of space to play a winning shot.
Ten-9. Game ball. Stroke to Flesberg. 11-9. Game to Flesberg. One game
Right,
all.
that's a stroke. Unfortunately, Dio in the way of the front wall, and the ball has hit him, so stroke to Flesberg, and he takes the second game, 11-9. We'll be back for the third.
Game all. Flesberg to serve.
Welcome back to our boys under 19 match. It's Dio Divine versus Seth
Love all.
Flesberg. Lovely drop
Hand out,
from
one
Dio
love.
Divine. Straight off the serve. Serve is a bit loose. The tighter the serve against the wall, the harder it is to return.
Down. Hand out. 1 all.
Not a good mistake from Dio Divine. Had time. Didn't execute it properly.
2-1.
Lovely little change up there from Seth.
Hand
Straight
out.
into
2
the neck
all.
from Dio. Very loose.
3-2.
Made good of that loose ball. Good choice of shot down the wall. That's a nice tight ball from Dio.
Down.
And he finishes it with a
Hand
mistake.
out. 3 all.
Set himself up there. And made the error. Nice drives to the back from both boys. It's a great length. Theo reading that one nicely.
Out.
And unfortunately,
Let's see which
ball's
way.
been
Wait,
hit out.
Stuck. In the net. The match ball is stuck in the net. The players have been given a new ball. They have sufficient time to warm up the ball until
Unfortunately,
playable
sometimes these
standard.
balls go out and we don't find them, so the boys are warming up another match ball. And then the game will carry on. So Dio Divine has joined King Edward boys' school, and his favorite subject is life science. He says he would like to be a clinical associate. And as I said, he's currently with the goalie squash, and they are doing fantastic work. A lot of their players are now provincial players, and a lot of kids are getting the opportunity of learning the game of squash, and many are going on to be great players. And he says he loves competition
Hand out
and
for 4-3.
working hard on the court. And one day he would like to represent South Africa, which is fantastic.
Hand out.
Lovely drop
4-all.
shot there from Seth. Very close in this game. A loose ball. Much better lane.
Hand out.
Into the neck.
5-4.
Hand out. And nice tight lengths. Gives him some time to cut it off.
Hand out. 5-all.
Cuts it off, and it's a winner. Very close. Not much in this game. Point for point here.
Down. Hand out. 6-5.
Okay, Seth's got to move his feet. Get that shot going. Serve is very wide again. Tight ball. Lovely length from Seth.
Hand out.
Straight
6-all.
down. Tight against the wall. Theo Devine just taking a little piece of plastic off his racket, otherwise it disturbs you.
Hand out. 7-6.
Really good length. Ball does tend to die in the back corners. Oh.
Hand out. 7-all.
Both boys seem to be slipping a little bit. Court seems to be quite slippery at this point. A lovely drop.
8-7.
Volley drop from Seth. He's going to have to leave those loose shots.
Out.
Playing around the tee there, and Seth is dominating
9-7.
the tee. I have to tighten up a little bit. Get Seth to the back of the court.
Down, hand
started
out,
his feet,
8-9.
a little bit difficult. He's a very tall boy, Seth. His movement is doesn't look as fast as it actually is, but he moves around this court quickly. Fantastic reach,
9-all.
and that's a great drive from Theo Devine. Yeah, it comes out not quite where he wants it. Nice pick up there from Seth. Having to dig a little bit deep here. He's
Down.
got him moving all over the
Hand
court,
out,
and
10-9.
unfortunately
Game ball.
makes the error.
Fault. Hand out. 10-all. A player must win by 2 points.
One can't be happy when one serves out at this stage of the game. It's a very wide serve again. It's giving Seth a lot of room. just
And
unfortunately.
out. 11-10.
Loose
Game ball.
in the middle of the court. Seth is free to do what he would like to do with it. Nice length. Lovely length from both boys. A little bit loose. Really moving
Down.
each other around, and unfortunately
12-10. Game to
Theo
Flesberg.
Devine makes
Flesberg
the
leads
last
2 games to 1.
mistake, and that is Mr. Flesberg now leads 2 games to 1, and we'll be back for the 4th game. Welcome back. It's our 4th game now, boys under 19. Seth Flesberg to
Flesberg
serve.
leads 2 games to 1.
Seth
Flesberg to
says that
serve.
he's a pizza man. Time of the day. You'll be happy with that. And his favorite movie of all time is Shrek.
Love all.
So, loves the big ogre. Dio's going to have to come up with a game plan here. Lovely
Hand
drop.
out. 1 love.
Pushing Seth to the back. Giving himself some time to play his winner.
Fault. Mr. McKeezy, your one foot was out of the box. The other
Making a
foot,
foot
your
fault.
other foot was touching the line. Your one foot was out of the box, and your back foot was with
Moving
your
before
heel
he's
on the
actually
line.
struck the ball, and therefore both feet are out of
Hand
the block.
out, 1 all.
And that is a foot fault, so it's a handout. Excellently.
Down, 2-1.
Nice deep cross court.
Down, hand out, 2 all.
Another good cross court. Into the neck. A very tight ball. Nice drive.
3-2.
Great winner for Dio. Much better length there from Dio. Oh,
4-2.
almost another neck.
Mr. Flesberg has a self-inflicted blood injury.
Seems that Mr.
He
Flesberg
has 5
has hurt
minutes to
himself,
attend
and
to the injury.
when there's blood involved, you have to take leave of the court and go and sort it out. He'll receive a plaster or a little bandage to stop the bleeding. If the court gets wet, it's very dangerous for both players, as it can become very slippery. And that's unfortunately when injuries occur. So there'll be a slight break now. We'll talk a little bit about Seth. We asked him what inspired him to start playing squash, and he told us that he loved and played tennis for a while, and then he wanted to try out squash, and then squash took over. And he's one of those guys that says he doesn't enjoy the fitness training, but he does force himself, and he trains 6 times a week, which is it's a lot. And he also likes to play paddle, which is the newest rage in South Africa. Many people starting to play paddle. The courts are popping up all over the country. And I assume we will soon be having interprovincial paddle tournaments and interprovincial teams traveling to play against other interprovincial teams. So we look forward to see the rise of paddle in the country. And Dio Divine says that Tarek Momin and Hanya Al-Hamami are his favorite players, and he learns a lot from them. He likes their attitude on court, and he takes a lot out of their games, tries to mimic what he learns from that. And I have watched Dio Divine in training, and he's got a great work ethic. He really pushes himself hard, and I have seen how his game has improved over the last year, which is really nice to see. Definitely going to be one of the country's top players. Right, we're off again. It's a great length.
Stroke to McKeezy. 5
stroke
2.
to Dio Divine. Seth playing the ball very loosely in the middle of the court.
Hand out.
But manages to get a nice one
3
back.
5. Down. 4 5.
Just down. Almost a great retrieval, but not quite. Straight across the middle, and that gets him into trouble.
5 all.
Seth has time to cut the ball off and make it a winner. It's a great length, forcing the loose shot from Dio Divine. Both boys pushing for that great length. Dio's got to get his ball to the back of the court if he wants. He would like to get a winner in. And that's a great winner.
Hand out. 6 5.
One thing about this game, someone once said to me, he who dominates the tee wins the game. And when you're actually on court, you realize how true this is. Because anything loose in the middle gives your opponent a great opportunity to take their time and play a winner, while you get pushed into the back corners. They're both playing the ball very close to the middle, and not going to work in their favors, unfortunately. It's a much better return.
Hand out. 6 8.
Here again we see the loose ball put away by Seth.
Stroke to Flesberg. 7 8.
Into the player's backswing, so he's had a stroke against him. You have to give the player time to play his shot and not move into his space.
Down. I'm happy with the pickup, Mr. McKeezy.
Great retrievals. Gio Devan is querying the pickup
8 all.
there, and the ref says he's happy with it. Was good.
From the right.
So play continues, and it's Flesberg to serve again. Very tight
9-8.
against that wall, making it very hard for Dio to return it. Often when you do get those back, they're very loose, and unfortunately you're out of position again. Flesberg is being a lot more consistent now with his length. It's putting him in a good place. Excellent drop.
10-8, match ball.
Dio's got to get Seth off that tee. Nice length from Seth. Big battle here for this point. Very important point. And it's a
11-8.
great drop
Match to
from
Flesberg.
Seth.
It's 3 games to 1.
Lovely game.
For 11, 11-9, 12-10, 11-8.
3-1 to Seth Flesberg. Great win. And well played to Dio Devan. We will be back. Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to get a mic for you. Seth, hang around. Okay, got to speak right next to it, loud.
Of course.
Right, Dio. I'm Richard. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Well
too.
played.
Thank you.
Tell us your squash story. How you started, how you got to being so good.
Okay, so I stay in a very dangerous place, like sort of a township. So I started playing squash when a Goli squash came to my school, and then they promoted the sport to us. So that's when I decided to join so that I can stay out of drugs and be in a good environment. So that's when I started playing squash.
That's awesome. And
Yes,
for the people that don't know in Cape Town, what is Igoli squash?
So a Goli squash is a development that helps individuals like me that come from disadvantaged communities to try and empower us and give us a better future.
And now that you've met squash, what does it mean to you? Where would you like to go with it? What's your aspirations? What's your goals?
Squash is everything to me. Honestly, I can't go a week without playing squash. That's how important it is to me. And then I would like to play professional squash. That's the goal.
Well, South Africa would love to see you playing some professional squash as well.
Yes.
You get a lot of help from a very experienced gentleman sitting over there by the name of
Yes.
Craig van der Walt.
Yes.
He's many times national champion. He's a world masters champion in God knows how many age groups, and a very accomplished player and a wonderful man. What big of a role has he played in your life?
Craig is very important to me. He was able to get me to King Edward. I can speak English because of him now. I couldn't speak English. So thanks to
That's
Craig.
awesome.
Appreciate it. Craig is very important to me. He helps me a lot financially, everything.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And going from where you are to a school like Kes, what's that been like?
At first it was tough. I couldn't speak English. I didn't understand what the teachers were saying. But I got help from Craig. He bought me books. I was reading. I did extra lessons. And then I'm here today.
Well, it sounds like you're a very disciplined young man,
Yes,
and you're
sir.
learning from your lessons, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Well
sir.
done. Here on Kesey, everybody. Seth, welcome back to the match court. You were in an awesome final last year against Leon Groenewald. You went down 3-2, and you're back again. Do you think that the experience of having played in this environment last year is going to stand you in good stead, or is it helping you at all?
I think it's helping me really well, yeah, because I'm a bit more used to the court than all the other players. Yeah.
And you've just been to your very first World Team Championships and World Individual Championships in France. How'd that go for you? How was that experience?
It was a good experience. I just got a bit unlucky in the first round, but otherwise it was just a great experience overall.
And as far as Team South Africa, how were the boys? How was the team? Did you gel well? Did you get on? Did you get on each other's nerves, or was it a really good experience and by the end a good bonding experience and a good learning experience?
I thought it was a good bonding experience. Everyone there, they were really close. We all got even closer together while we were there, and yeah, it's a good experience.
Next year, what's on the plans for Seth next year?
Next year I'm thinking of taking a gap year, see how far my junior squash can take me, and then maybe go to university after that.
Fantastic. To study what? Any ideas?
No, not yet. That's why I'm taking the gap year, to try and figure out what I'm going to do.
It's okay. You don't need to know, right? Most of us are like that. We figure it out. It's all right. Well, that's fantastic. Who do you play in the next round? Do you know?
I think I'm playing McNeil. Yeah.
Okay, you up for that? You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Well done. Well, welcome back. Well played. Congratulations, and good luck for the next round. All right. Seth Flesberg, everybody. Okay, we're going to go on with the next match. It's a girls under 19. A young lady from Hoërskool Menlo Park. She would like to study computer engineering at Tux. Damn. Come to Marty's. And keep playing squash, keep dancing and having fun. Her coach is Liz McKenzie, and her current age group ranking, she says here, she doesn't know. So after these last couple of results of the next few days, I'm pretty sure she's going to. Please welcome Sean Craig. Her opponent goes to Epworth School in Pietermaritzburg. Mathematics is her favorite subject. Her favorite food is sushi, and her name is Nicola Bentley.
Growthpoint SA Nationals 2022, girls under 19 first round match. John Craig to serve, Nicola Bentley to receive. Best of 5 games.
Welcome back to the
level.
2022 Growthpoint Nationals, everybody. You are joined here today by Jacques and Joffrey Dumini. Joffrey, it's awesome to have you back.
Oh, it's great. A nice
Down,
little
one lap.
break over there, but we've got Nicola Bentley up against Jean Craig.
Jean Craig currently the one that is serving, white top, and Nicola Bentley, black top. Let's see what the ladies have for show for us today.
We know Miss Bentley represented the national side in France as well for the individual
Down.
competition. with
Hand
the
out,
young
1
girls
all.
under 19. She had a very, very great experience. I mean, she is one of the country's best, so we hope to see a good performance from her on court today as well.
Under the paint. Oh,
Hand out.
what a start.
2-1. Down.
It's just
3-1.
a little bit all over the place at the moment, Jacques. We just want to see these girls make sure that they are busy lining up their shots.
The ladies starting to use height on the front wall. Oh, lovely cross-court drop there
Hand out.
from
2-3.
Bentley.
Alright, scores currently 2-3.
Down.
Beautiful, 3-all.
3-all.
Alright, so here we go. Back into the game. Miss Bentley is back. Let's see how she performs. Alright, 4-3.
4-3.
I think it's a case where these young ladies tend to be quite nervous, and not just the ladies, it's the boys as well. Throughout the age groups, you become nervous when playing on a big stage like this. I mean, this is the biggest stage in the country, so I would expect these girls to be early on nice and nervous, and then later on in the game regain their nerves,
5-3.
pull themselves together, and produce quality squash.
Down.
See,
6-3.
Joffrey, Jean Craig is currently being coached by Liz McKenzie and part of Tux and MMA Northerns.
Oh, that's incredible. She is currently with some of the best coaches in the country. I
Hand
mean,
out.
Tux, we know how
4-6.
quality their coaching program is, making sure that their players receive nothing but the best.
Hand out. 7-4.
But we also know up against Liz McKenzie, we've got Miss Sally White, who's currently the coach of Nicola Bentley. So that is a great matchup. We see the experience of those great two phenomenal ladies, ex-squash players coming in and representing
8-4.
themselves in these players. So I'm expecting a very good matchup here today.
Hand out. 5-8.
Currently just a shots game, Jacques. What are you expecting from these ladies going forward in terms of the plan?
I think they're pretty much just feeling each other out at the moment. You know, obviously,
Hand out. 9-5.
if you hitting balls loose, one is looking to capitalize on the other. But from this point on, not many rallies taking place. Obviously, finishing capability is up there. Oh, she okay?
10-5.
Can't say
Game
much
ball.
over there. The court is currently playing like an ice rink. So, I mean, whoever adapts to their best, puts on their skates, will definitely come up on top. Oh, that's a big hole from the front of the court there from Jean Craig.
Shot.
Nicola Bentley just moving an
Down.
opponent back to front at the
11-5,
moment,
game to
regains
Bentley.
control, and that
Bentley
is
leads one
game
game to
11-5 to Bentley. Can't say I was not expecting that. I was. This is an experienced young lady, so I'm expecting a lot from her going forward. But I also want Jean Craig to definitely pull herself together and produce quality squash. These are two of the country's best players, so rankings mean absolutely nothing.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Score is currently 1 games to Nicola Bentley. Off to a cracker of a start here.
Oh, that's just
One
quality, Jacques. What do you have to say about that straight drop? Textbook, what do you think?
Definitely textbook. Technique is absolutely unbelievable. Very, very good skill being presented to us. Oh, trickle boast.
Down, 2 love.
Like I said, Jacques, I think that first game was just a warm-up for Nicola Bentley. I mean, I'm expecting big things of this young lady. We saw her play on the the international stage as well in France. So, I mean, she's got the experience to back it up as well.
Down, hand out, 1-2.
I think once Shannon Craig regains control
Down.
of her length, she will
Hand
produce
out.
quality squash as well. It's
3-1.
just the nerves that are creeping after being 1 down. But the score is currently 3-1 to Miss Bentley, so anything can happen at this point. That is an absolute ace from her.
4-1.
Call her Rafael Nadal, or in this case, Serena Williams.
Down.
Oh, a little bit
5-1.
unfortunate there from Jean Craig.
I think from a technical standing point, I mean, her racket is just a little bit late at the moment. She just needs to get it up to
6-1.
be able to compensate for what sort of quality Bentley is producing. But I mean, both these ladies are still producing quality squash. A lot of winners out there as well.
Hand out,
It's a lovely
2-6.
straight drive once again from Craig. Starting to really hit her marks now.
Score's just 2-6 at the moment. She's a little bit behind. I think that's going to be an outright stroke.
Yes, Slade.
Oh my.
2-6.
We are wrong.
We are wrong, and I don't know why. Please, somebody bring me the coaching manual, because I'm clearly incorrect. I think I'm watching one game and the refs are watching another. That's an outright stroke, but it definitely wasn't called that
Hand
way.
out, 7-2.
There it is. Just the
8-2.
experience from World Juniors coming into play now.
It's currently 8-2, and once again, sending her to another universe with that trickle boast.
Down, 9-2.
9-2 down. Are we expecting a comeback here, Jacques?
Potentially, you know, you never write the players off. But Joff, from a tactical point of view, what would you like to see a little bit more from Jean Craig at this point in time?
Down,
Oh, to be honest with you,
hand out,
I see Nicola
3-9.
Bentley shutting down the court quite often, more often than Miss Craig. So what I'm expecting from a tactical standing point is her doing exactly the same thing. You know, you have to ask yourself, why am I losing points, and how can I combat it? And if it's
Not up.
if I'm opening up the
Hand
court
out,
too much and allowing my
10-3,
opponent
game
in
ball.
my game, my strategy too often, then it's time for me to do exactly what she's doing to me and shut down the court. I want to see that ball on the all glass, and I want to see that ball glued to it to make sure that the options are limited. It's a little bit better, but still, you know, the
And
ball's
out,
been placed in open
4-10,
space. I'm
game
expecting
ball.
her to finish that. So, Jacques, 10-4, game ball, thoughts?
Oh,
11-4. Came to Bentley.
nothing
Bentley
that I
leads
can really say
10.
from there.
Definitely not. 11-4 game. Miss Bentley leads 2 loving games. We'll see you guys back after the 90-second break.
Time. Bentley leads 2 games to love.
Ladies and gentlemen, to
Level.
the 2022 Growthpoint Under 19 Girls Nationals. I'm joined here by Joffrey Dooney. Joffrey, a little bit of a step up in pace there from the
One
ladies.
love.
Oh, most definitely. I think Nicola Bentley is currently asserting authority over Joanna Craig. I mean, the pace has gone
Two
up.
love.
The ball is now under the glass. It is tougher to hit the ball, and I'm expecting nothing less from a national representative.
That is a lovely cross court. Oh, what a way to back it up. Can she convert?
Oh,
Hand out, 1-2.
incredible. Absolutely astonishing. I mean, once again, the quality from these ladies is up there. All right, let's see what can Joanna Craig produce right now.
Out. 2-all.
2-all, Jacques. You know what happens at 2-all? Momentum shift. Let's see if Joanna Craig can put her foot on the gas pedal and regain possession of the tee, the ball, and put up. Oh,
Out.
Not
spoke
out
too
of
soon. Commentator's curse. I
And out.
apologize.
3-2.
Bentley just hitting her marks now, making the opponent run from
4-2.
left to right of the court.
Oh, most definitely. The score's 4-2 now. This is, I think, where the experience starts to creep in, you know. You get a 2-point cushion, and now you're starting to think, you know what, let's see if I can make it 3 points, and let's see if I can put my foot on the gas pedal to now dominate the entire game.
This is
beautiful.
high quality squash, this. Oh, that's beautiful. Starting to work each other.
Oh, great. A couple exchanges
And
there in the
out,
front of the court,
3-4.
Jacques. What do you say about that? Often I see a lot of squash players at a junior level throw in a couple of exchanges in the front of the court, thinking the opponent might start moving to the back, and then another shot to the front of the court. Would you use that tactic in your arsenal?
From time to time, yes. Obviously, depending on who I'm playing against, if I feel that my opponent's a little bit slower to obviously move from the front of the court, then I'll take him short again. But if I'm playing against somebody
Slade.
that's quite fit, quite
3-4.
strong, agile around the court, you know, chuck it in once. The second option is obviously then to look a little bit more and then just push the ball a little bit deeper. But again, just based on situation,
4-all.
based off obviously my opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and just take it from there.
It's currently 4-all. I mean, she was 4-2 down, and now she's brought it back. But I think the score's, there we go. Score's changed. It's 4-all. Shot to the front of the court.
Down.
Oh.
Hand out. 5-4.
The momentum shift once again. Now it's 5-4. All that hard work. I hope she realizes that the door is not closed just yet. It's 5-4. It's still even Stevens.
That's a lovely straight roll.
Ooh, that's
And
beautiful.
out,
And
5
Steven was
all.
quite even over there. Would you say so, Jacques?
No comment. Straight drop, straight drop, straight drop.
Hand out. 6-5.
We happen to see, especially from the boys under 19 matches, how the boys are utilizing those straight drops a lot more often than the cross-court drops. I'd like to see that a little bit more from the ladies as well. You know, those trickle bursts do work, but
7-5.
I promise you, you get value for your money when you put in a straight drop up against the glass. It is literally limiting your opponent's shot.
Bang. This is good. This is really good
Down.
from Craig. A little bit
8-5.
unlucky there.
Just unlucky. She literally dominated the tee. I mean, didn't even step foot off that tee. It was all hers.
You can see Bentley's not scared to take that ball in short. You know, at this point in time, she's taking that ball more short than to back of the court. And it seems to be
9-5.
working for her.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think she's realized that she has a technical advantage over Majana Craig. I mean, she hasn't really moved much from the tee. We see there once
And
again,
out,
look at that, a
6-9.
simple 1-2 shot to the front of the court, and then once again to the back of the court. What would you say about that, Jacques? What do you think about combinations in the game of squash?
AB squash, AB squash. Can never go wrong. Straight drive, straight drop.
Out.
It's currently
Hand
10-6,
out. 10-6. Match
and
ball.
it's match ball. Here we go. Can Bentley convert from the first shot? Let's see. Here's the serve.
The return's good. Working her with the boast.
Opportunity.
Oh.
11-6. Match to
Well
Bentley.
done.
3
11-6
games
to
that.
Bentley.
11-5,
3 love
11-4,
in
11-6.
games. That's match. Beautiful. We'll see you guys at the next match. Thank you so much.
No, it's with Jennifer.
Ladies, Nicola, well played. This is your second year in a row back to the squash court, and you look like you've vastly improved and your game's got better from my perspective. How do you feel?
Thank you. I've been playing a lot, so there's always room for improvement.
And how's your second experience so far going? I know you won, but I mean, are you enjoying it down in Cape Town? Are you enjoying being back on the glass, or does it still make you as nervous as anything, or how are things going?
I think feeling a little bit less nervous second time around, but it's still such an epic experience here.
It is awesome, isn't it?
Yes.
I wish we could do this more often. So, school, how's that going?
It's okay. Trying my hardest, I guess.
Well, you had a good school. Epworth's a good school, and you
Yes.
work hard there. And coach-wise, who's working with you at the moment?
I train with a few people, but Sally White still coaches at Epworth, so I do a lot with her.
And how's that going? Because Sally's been going for ages. I mean, she's brilliant, isn't she?
Yeah, still going well.
And how's Epworth schoolgirls doing in terms of your squash team? Are you still winning inter-schools championships over and over and over like you've won so many times, or has the standard dropped a little bit, or have other people stood up to your levels?
I think a few people have caught up. We came third in inter-schools this year, but in the KZN team, 4 out of the 5 were from Epworth.
Well, that's not too bad, huh? So competition is rife.
Yes.
Fantastic. And do you know your aspirations for squash next year? Are you going to study, or are you still in matric? How old are you now?
Matric next year.
Okay, that's
So
good.
Just keep trying my best.
And what subjects do you do?
I do physics, biology, geography, AP Maths, and French.
My God, way too intelligent for me. All right, well done. Congratulations, and good luck for the rest of the rounds.
Thank
Nicola
you.
Bentley. Could you explain to the crowd, like, I mean, obviously a walled squash court is a squash court. We would think that everything bounces the same and, you know, you still got to hit a stupid little rubber ball around the place, but what's different for it for you? What do you find that's a little bit more challenging?
Number one is everyone watching. And then
That's
also
a good thing, yeah? Give her a hand. Come on, she's nervous.
And then also the ball blends a bit into the wall, so you got to focus more on just seeing the ball. And when it touches the wall, it's like bounces a bit far, like it dies a bit more than I used
So it's a lot more grippier when the ball hits
Yeah,
the side
yeah.
wall compared to, say, a normal wall court.
Yes.
Do you think it's slower or faster, or do you not notice a change in the way the speed of the ball through the air or off the floor? You notice a difference in the speed off the side wall, but is there any other differences for you?
I just feel it's my reaction time with seeing the ball. It's not that fast.
Well, the good thing is you're going to play another 3 days, and it's going to get better, isn't it, as you adapt?
I
Yeah.
hope so.
All right. And are you having coaching at the moment?
Yes, but I'm not playing as frequently now because we have prelims and then finals.
So it's a big part of your life coming up at the moment. What about the matric dance? Have we had that yet?
Yes.
Okay, so that's out the way. Well, that's a good thing. All right. So then there is a little bit of time for squash, eh?
Yeah.
And what you going to go study next year, or you're not studying?
I'm going to study computer engineering. at
And where are you
Tux.
going? At Tux?
Tux, yeah.
Gosh, what is it with Tux? Marty's, like Stellenbosch, Cape Town. Anyway, so that's fantastic. Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome having you in the Cape.
Thank
Good luck
you.
for the rest of your matches.
Thank
All right,
you.
Jean, everybody, well played. National Championship Finals. First onto court. It's a young lady from Midstream College. She started playing squash at 11 years old. She's currently ranked number 3 in her age group. Please welcome Namratha Iswari Naranjan, excuse me. Her opponent is a young lady who's just moved back from Namibia to South Africa. She's homeschooled. She's currently #1 in her age group. She's playing at my club as well, Radloff, which is fantastic out in Somerset West. Please welcome Danae Finzel.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. This is currently the girls under 17
yes.
division. On our right hand side, currently warming up on the floor, and in dark blue we do have Danae Van Sale. On our left hand side, on the back hand side, we have Namartha. I'm joined here today with Joffrey Dumney. Joffrey, what do you have to say?
This is an interesting matchup over here for the girls under 17. Miss Niranjan and that's taking on Danae Van Sale, who is currently the SA Girls #1.
That is correct, that is correct. Joffrey, talk me through who Namartha is currently being coached by. I see Danae is being coached by South Africa's head coach, Richard Castle.
Oh, that is an unbelievable coach. What a matchup. I believe that she is receiving nothing but the best welcoming, as she has currently moved to the Western Cape, you know, representing Boland in... Well, actually, I'm mistaken. Is she representing Western Province for this time around? She won the Western Province regional playoffs. But I know that Miss Niranjan is coached by Marina Fourie. So this is going to be an interesting matchup at the moment. You know how good of a coach Marina Fourie actually is. Interesting stats over here currently from Miss Niranjan. She learns the most from JP Brits. That is South Africa's ex-1. We don't know if Mr. JP Brits is participating in the SA Men's Nationals, but we do know he is one of the best mentors out there. So we're expecting some good squash from both these ladies. Miss Danae Van Sale, the current niece of
Joffrey, I believe the name you are looking for is Tennille Swartz.
That's clear. Wow. Tennille Swartz is the aunt of Danae Van Sale. She comes from a very, very vast background of squash players. You know, I know her mother's also a brilliant squash player. Mr. Tennille Swartz, I mean, is one of South Africa's very best, and now her actual niece is on court. So, I mean, this is actually a very interesting setup. We all know that Danae loves a straight nick. She absolutely adores the back of the court, and she's extremely strong to the front as well as to the back. We haven't really seen much of Miss Niranjan play just as of yet, but I have no doubt in my mind that she will present Danae with some quality squash. So Miss Niranjan coming from Centuria Junior Squash back in Northerns, currently studying at Midstream College. She's been playing squash since she was 11 years old. and the reason inspired her to start playing squash is her mother made her play squash, and then she started enjoying it. Beautiful, absolutely great. You know, Jacques, I must say, most of these squash players have definitely started playing squash due to the fact that their parents have been involved as well. What are your thoughts on that? Squash players being taught from a very young age versus squash players who pick it up at a later stage. What are your thoughts?
You definitely have an advantage if you've started playing any sport or whatever it has to do with. Could just be like studying, for example. But yeah, definitely an advantage if you've started playing from a young age compared to obviously trying to pick it up at a later stage to develop those skills, etc. etc.
So Nationals
Right,
2022.
let us get this show
Girls under
on the
17
road with Miss Danae
first
van
round
Zyl
match.
to serve
Danae van
Miss
Zyl
Niranjan to
to
receive.
serve
It is
Namratha
best of
Eswari,
5 games.
Niranjan to
Level,
receive
let us
best
play.
of 5 games level.
Oh, there it is once
One
again. Mr. Danae van Zyl adopted the nickname Under the Paint for a reason.
Out, 2 love.
Niranjan just starting to feel the nerves a little bit, just needs to settle down.
Most definitely. I know that both ladies on court are feeling the nerves. It is very evident. But we'll see who actually comes up on top. There
Three
is
love.
the, once again, utilizing that boast. That trickle boast has been a very, very big shot lately. I
Good.
believe the juniors absolutely adore sending their
love.
opponents the wrong way.
Van Zyl
5 love.
looking to really put her opponent under pressure, looking very aggressive on court.
Oh my word. I think
6 love.
Miss Van Zyl currently just has that advantage up on tee. I mean, she is dominating the tee currently. It is still early stages in the game, but Danae has
7
a
love.
huge swing. It is currently 7 love, and it is just the start of the match. If this continues, I can't say it's much of a match
Down,
for Miss
and
Niranjan.
out, 1-7.
There we go, Niranjan on the board.
Hand out, 8-1.
It's a lovely straight drop technique, that.
Stroke to Van Zyl.
Oh, better be a stroke. I know
9-1.
this refs has been sleeping lately, but that's a brilliant call by the ref. An outright stroke. Couldn't be anything else.
You never know, eh? You never know.
10-1. Game ball.
It's 10-1 game ball. It's only been, what, 2 minutes in this game? I'll start timing for the crowd.
Take the stroke. Ooh. Bang! Unlucky. Eish.
Hand out, 2-10. Game ball.
Hand out 210 game ball. Cantonel close off this game. Let's have a look. And that is game. Shock, that wasn't much of
11-2
a long
game
game.
for
I
Van
think
Zyl.
it's just
Van Zyl is
just
one game to
under 3 minutes. Thoughts on that one?
You know, Van Zyl, obviously we'll let our DJs do the work from here, but we'll see you guys back shortly.
Level.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The score is currently 1 loving games to Danae van Zyl,
Down.
Niranjan,
1 love.
taking the match to her.
Yeah, she's just currently a little bit nervous at the moment. I would definitely also be SA number 1, especially
Do
someone
that.
who comes from a long line of squash players. But I mean, still, got to be competitive on the court over here.
shot. That is a lovely
Hand out,
cross court.
1-2.
We need more of that from Niranjan. She definitely possesses the talents. She just has to build now the
Down,
confidence
hand
just
out,
to
3-1.
apply herself a little bit more and obviously just execute the shot. Oh, it is a lovely drop
4-1.
shot from Van Zyl.
Oh my word, Van Zyl absolutely representing why she is one of the country's best under 17s.
Out.
Once again,
Niranjan needs to stop hitting the gym there. A little too much power. Stop or start, Jock. Gemaak of geblaas.
Hand out, 2-5.
Beautiful. It's a nice response from Niranjan. I mean, the ball did go to the back. You know what, she had opponent second guessing there by going short quite early. But I mean, I don't want to see that too much. I definitely want to see her build some confidence at the back of the
Not
court
up.
first and then
Hand
utilize
out,
the front.
6-2.
Score is currently 6-2 to Danae Van Zyl.
You know, we could definitely say that Ms.
7-2.
Niranjan will only get better as the years go on. She currently does private and group training every day of the week. Her favorite food is pizza and her favorite movie is Jurassic Park. But we need to see some quality squash
8-2.
come out of her right now because she's currently being obliterated by Ms. Van Zyl.
Down. Hand out, 3-8.
We need more of that T-Rex attitude on court there from Niranjan.
Please explain to the crowd what you mean by T-Rex attitude, Jock.
Hand out, 9-3.
Looking to tear opponent apart. That's it. That's simple. Nothing more to it.
Oh, beautiful. I'd like to see
10-3
these ladies
game
just
ball.
get a little bit more physical on court, you know. Currently, they're kind of just letting the opponent push themselves around, but I want to see them literally get on the back and
Down,
out
11-3,
of
game
the
to Van
opponent's
Zyl.
way. I want to
Van Zyl
see
leads 2 games to
some more
none.
physicality behind Miss Niranjan. It's currently game. We will be back right after the 90-second break. See you guys soon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you're back with you. It's currently 2-love to Miss Van Zyl. Let's see what she can produce going forward.
Really looking
Down,
to
hand
hunt the
out,
volley
1
now
lap.
is Van Zyl.
Most definitely. I think the confidence is definitely built in this young lady. I mean, after, you know, obliterating 2-love quite early on.
That's good. Oh,
Hand out, 1-all.
I think we're still going to wait a little bit to see Miss Danielle Swart's signature shot come out. But for now, it's
Down
currently
2-1.
just a simple straight to the back, straight to the front. Killer's option is definitely Miss Van Zyl's options. Oh,
3-1.
beautiful. A little bit of a reverse boast over there. I know it's a shot being utilized quite often by these young ladies.
you can just see that Van Zyl is constantly aware of where her opponent is. Attacking
No let,
space.
4-1.
Moving her opponent from left to right. Diagonals, court sprints. That's good. That was a good counter.
5-1.
You know, Jacques, I must say, if Miss Van Zyl continues like this throughout the age group, she definitely will be one of the country's best squash players going forward. Will we see another player make it inside the top 50 in the world going forward from the ladies?
6-1.
I certainly hope so.
I certainly hope so as well.
Some of the ladies' top
Hand
South
out.
African squash players at the
2-6.
moment are previous up-and-coming juniors such as Tegan Rue, currently now sitting inside the top 5 in the ladies
Out.
in South Africa.
3-6.
Currently 3-6. I mean, Miss Niranjan has literally hit the winner straight drop just before this point.
Now forcing the nail for. Oh,
And
that is
out,
incredible. Now
7-3.
try to win a front from Miss Van Sale. Straight drop into the nick once again, showing a quality of shots. Oh, you know,
And
Jacques, I
out,
must say,
4-7.
throughout the evening, I've seen a lot of sidewall nicks being utilized. Is that because the court is currently opening up? Like, have the players just hit it a lot now that the wall is currently
And
moving
out,
away from the
8-4.
floorboard, or what's going on? Oh, the blistering pace from
9-4.
Miss Van Sale is just incredible. I hope to see the signature shot. Will it come out? The signature shot you speak of, Joffrey, what is it? It is the classical
Think it
straight
was
drop
good?
block. I hope to
10-4
see it.
match
It
ball.
is a shot being utilized by a lot of the players on tour, and to have that ability at this age is just insane.
Out,
Ah, that's
11-4,
unlucky. It's
match to
unfortunate.
Van Zyl,
It's
3 games to
11-4.
love.
It's
11-2,
matched to Miss Van
11-3,
Sale.
11-4.
There's 3 love. Beautiful display of quality from these young ladies. All right, we'll be back with you the next one.
Unfortunately, Jack, onto the court, because I'm told the cameras need to see you. Come on then. So, Danae, welcome back from Namibia to South Africa, even though you are South African. You happy to be back?
Yes, very happy.
You seem to be playing some awesome squash, and you seem, I know, I work with her, by the way. I managed to coach her, but she's at our club, and you're involved in many different things. Are you enjoying the squash scene down here compared to Namibia more?
Yes, a lot. It's much better.
You homeschooled.
Yeah.
So how far are you within your schooling with regards to matric?
I'm 2 years ahead of my age group, so I'm doing grade 12 next year.
My goodness, how old are you?
15.
Overachiever. All right, so that's fantastic. And how are you finding? Is this your first experience on an all-glass court?
Yes.
And how do you find it?
I like it a lot, yeah.
You like it a lot,
Yeah.
huh? You like being in the show bowl.
Yeah.
Very good. That's where champions belong. So who's your next opponent? Do you have an idea? Do you know yet?
Yeah, Bianca Pinar.
Okay, have you played Bianca before?
Yes.
And how's it been going with you? Is it tight, or are you beating her, or is she beating you?
I beat her the last time. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And Ramaratha, how do I say your name? Educate me. Namratha. All right. So she's a young lady. How long have you been playing? How long have you been playing?
6 years.
6 years. Now she spends a lot of time. If I look at her format on her CV, all right. And I know you also spend a lot of time. You got any advice for her? Because obviously you're a little bit ahead of her with regards to where you are in your games.
Just keep doing what works for you, and yeah, you'll find what's best.
All right. Well, listen. Well done. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
And I hope it goes well. All right. Danae van Zyl, everybody. Now, young lady, I have to ask you. It says you want to be a singer.
Yes,
Is
I
this
do.
something you've done a lot?
Not quite. I've been trying to learn to sing, but I haven't got that far yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk up a little bit? Just spit that down. Just talk louder.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
All right. And is that something that's a passion? You just suddenly found about it, like your squash? I see you practice 6 days a week, and you're always on the squash court. And is singing the same thing? Does it have the same impact in your life?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And how's school? What standard are you in now, or grade, should I say?
10th standard.
Okay. And have you always been in midstream? You always been in Pretoria in Gauteng, or have you been elsewhere in the country?
I've always been in Pretoria. Yeah.
And how are you finding it there? How are you finding it down in Cape Town? How many times have you been to Cape Town?
A few times, but not. This is the first time for squash. Yeah.
And talking squash, how was it? All glass court, big experience, lots of people watching, good player. How'd you find it?
It was a bit nervous, and yeah, it was a bit nervous with all the people looking around and everything. Yeah.
Do you think you're going to be nervous the second time, or do you think you'll get over it and get a little bit better and more comfortable with it?
Yeah, no, I think I'll get comfortable with it. Yeah, pretty soon.
And squash-wise, do you play squash at your school, or is it something that you do through a club?
I played at my school and at a club. Yeah.
And which club do you play for?
CJS.
Okay. That's very good. They've got a wonderful junior section going there.
Yeah, they do.
Well, listen, good luck for the rest of the tournament. It's lovely to get to know you and to meet you, and hopefully we'll chat again soon. All right.
Thank you.
Well played, young lady. Next on court, under 17 boys. St. Benedict's. He plays for Jeppe Quandam, represents Easterns, which is Eastern Gauteng. He's coached by Nick and Panu Haji Filippo, and he was inspired to play squash by his mother. Please welcome onto court, Russell Jones. His opponent is a young man, part of a big family here. It's his second visit to this court in 2 years. He played last year in the under-17s, and he's at Selborne College. Accounting is his favorite subject. We welcome him back, Connor Earl.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. I'm currently joined in commentary today here by Richard Castle. Richard.
Jock, how are you doing?
I'm amazing, yes.
That's good, man. Listen, we've got Connor Earl and Russell Jones. Connor is from Selborne College in the Eastern Cape, and Russell is from St. Benedict's in Jeppe in the Eastern Gauteng. And Connor was here last year. He played before in the under-17s. I see his younger brother has also made it through to the under-17s. He went to go qualify in Bertha, Port Elizabeth. And their sister is also qualified. She's also here in the under-15 category. It's quite an amazing family for squash.
Russell Jones to receive best of 5 games level.
Right, let's get this match started.
Nice aggressive start.
One love.
So Richard, I'm noticing something quite interesting on court. We have a right-handed squash player and a left-handed squash player on court. Is there any advantages that Russell Jones might be faced with, or disadvantages that he might be faced with against the young Connor Earl?
Well, it depends how many times O'Connor has actually played a left-handed player. You know, for the most part, a left-handed forehand is a very strong asset, just like a right-hander's backhand. But a left-hander's backhand tends to be not as effective as a right-hander's forehand. So, you know, he should really be just attacking the right-hand flank of the court, and and Russell should hopefully be able to be able to defend that to get the ball onto his strength. But I haven't seen how good he is deep in the backhand corner just yet, Russell. So yeah, so it's a question of whether Connor's just totally comfortable. He is the higher seed and he is scheduled to win.
Hand out, 1-3.
And he's improved looking at his results over the year so far, from last year to this year. And you know, he is ranked ahead of Russell. So it'll be interesting to see if Russell's game can, you know, his backhand and his forehand can handle Connor's consistent pressure. You know, he tends to hit the ball hard, get on it early, tries to dominate the tee. And you know, that's very difficult to play against if your skills to get the ball past your opponent aren't as good as your opponent's. As you can see, Connor's got control of the middle of the course, and didn't really have to work that hard to get it. So I think if Russell can just concentrate on getting the ball a little bit tighter, he's probably a little bit nervous at the moment. Once again, it's just been given in the middle, hits another winner, then he'll get in the game. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a long road, probably.
100% correct. I'm definitely expecting Russell to not back down against Connor Earl. It's a lovely drop shot. Oh, scrambling away.
6-2.
Yeah, he's doing diagonals. I'd still like to see him hit the backboard twice in a row. That would be quite good. And just ask Connor to play a bit of a rally before he gets given the middle. See there, that went to the back, and then Connor's just taken to the front. It was an attacking opportunity. He didn't do too much with it, but at least now Connor's moving off the tee. He's not just standing on the tee. So this is a much better rally for Russell. And he needs to do a lot more of this to have a chance to win. Oh, it's a cracking length. But that's a much better rally. That should encourage him, hopefully. But at 7-2 down, it's not always the most encouraging thing that you notice when you're in that situation. Not so.
Not at all.
It's hard to see the positives when you're 7-2 down. But, you know, that's another skill in the game. It's that staying mentally alert and aware and not giving up.
And Richard, you've obviously had the privilege to work with some of the top squash players in South Africa. Have you noticed any talent that has maybe caught your attention from any of the players?
Yeah, there's quite a few. It's hard to quantify talent, Jacques. I mean, for me, it's not just about your ball striking capabilities. You know, that's one area of talent, and eye-hand coordination. There's physical capability. There's the mental capability. I thought Hector Durba played superbly this morning. Really showed at a very young age,
9-3.
competing against bigger, stronger boys, a maturity of decision making that kept him really calm and ended up beating someone that I don't think people thought he was going to beat. There's a couple of young girls. Danae Fanzel has got immense talent. Wandley, who was in the finals last year and lost to Savannah, Ingledew. She's got immense talent. Be interesting to see. I haven't seen her play. I watched a little bit at IPT in Cape Town, under 19 IPTs, to see how far she's come.
Down,
gifted
11-4. Game
yeah,
to
just a little bit
Earl
soft.
leads 1 game to
So, you know, and then there's a few boys that have caught my eye. And obviously Damien, Konoval, the #1 under 19. I mean, Damien's got huge ability and aspirations. You know, it's one thing wanting, having some ability, but if you don't really want the desire, have the desire to actually go and do it, then you might not achieve or utilize those talents that you have.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with you after the 90-second break. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. We currently have Konoval serving and Russell Jones receiving. That's an amazing serve.
Yeah, it is a good one. Put him under pressure. Always work yourself back into the rally, back onto the tee. That's nice. This is a little bit better.
A lot of urgency on the squash court being taken place here. Intensity is up. Pace is higher.
Yeah, it's much better quality squash, I agree. Russell's come out to play much better here. Oh, it's a good finish.
One love.
Once again, though, it is from the middle of the court, unfortunately, but much longer rally, and once again playing much better. Well, he needs to sustain this.
A little bit of funny bouncing.
Yeah, there's a piece of the contravision that, unfortunately, on that little nick is not quite flush against the wall. So if you get it there, you hit amazing winners. Very frustrating if it's happening against you. That's a good depth. Nice response. He gets back to tee. Let's see if he gets a volley here or a short ball. That's good cross court. A little bit late and lazy on it. Another cross court that's in front of him. Also not wide enough. No, that's a wonderful kill. Yeah,
and out, 2-1.
You're good at that.
Thank you. I learned from the best.
Who's that, your brother?
3-1.
Yeah, man, he's Captain 8K that one.
So Connor's building established lead here. That's a good get.
Oh.
Yeah. How important is it, you know, you obviously played the game at a high level and you still do, and how important is it to really make your opponent work hard for every point that he gets?
Yeah. I mean, obviously the higher you play, the more important it becomes, but you know, you can be 6-1 down, but you put in the work, you make your opponent move from left to right, from right to left, and all of a sudden, coming from 6-1 down, you could actually end up winning the game still like 11-6, just because of the amount of work that you put into these legs. So, in my opinion, if I could see something like that happen in this match from Russell Jones, I know he is down, but if he's able to, you know, apply a little bit more pressure, take the match to Connor, something like that is possible to happen, you know.
It's not just a technical and physical skill to do that, isn't it? It's a mental skill.
100%.
Stroke to all. 5-1.
What do you think he's feeling right now? He's 1 love down, he's 5-1 down, he's played a pretty, not the last rally, but the one was a good long rally, he worked. He still didn't get reward for it. Do you think his head's starting to drop yet, or do you feel that his body language is still telling you, no, he's up for it?
6-1.
At this stage, I mean, we're starting to see the shoulders drop a little bit.
It's a human reaction. It's totally natural. It's not a fault.
Well,
down.
A little bit
7-1.
But you know, he just kind of needs to. I wouldn't say psych himself up, but he's got to find the will to want to win. You know, he's got to there's a good cross court volley, but he's now got to back it up. You know?
Yes.
Is the drop no look.
He said he likes flash shots. It's in his CV. He likes to send people the wrong way. In squash, that's called a taxi, as a lot of people know that play the game. For those who don't play the game, if you happen to be listening and watching, which is fantastic, basically a taxi is where you run after the ball, but it's not actually there, so it's like hailing a taxi, just like that.
A little bit of giraffe movement there from Russell Jones.
Bending down to drink the water. Oh,
Down, hand
unforced
out,
error. Well, you can
2-8.
afford it at 8-1. Have you been in a situation like this, and then like where Connor currently is, and you get a little bit complacent because it's just a little bit too comfortable and a bit easy, and suddenly you find yourself in a match?
Definitely. I think every sporting athlete has gone through it before. You know,
Down.
that's
Hand
that ball
out.
up? Oh,
No,
just
just
down.
down, just down. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, if you have found yourself in that situation and you unfortunately lost in those situations,
That's a
your
good
your losses
Hand
are your
out,
lessons. It's
3-9.
that simple. But I think Earl has this match pretty much under control. It seems to be in the right place. Oh,
That's a cracking shot. I think that's his best shot of the match so far.
Yeah.
Hand out.
the strength on that
10-3
shot is
game ball.
unbelievable.
And to straighten it without clipping the side wall. You know, these side walls are quite rough, so for those of you who don't know, if you hit the side wall, it tends to grip and stop quite significantly. So if you hit a flat punch like he just did there and you clip the side wall, it tends to stop and sit up in mid-court like there. And he didn't do that under full stretch. That's fantastic. Obviously.
A little bit highly.
Yeah, another good working shot. Yeah, that's a cracking.
11-3.
As you see, he
Game
got
to
that ball the
Earl.
whole way
Earl
behind
leads
the
2
service
games
box.
to love.
Yeah.
He's playing well.
Ladies and gentlemen, Earl currently leading 2 loving games. We'll see you back shortly after the break. Cheers, cheers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Richie, score is currently 2 loving games to Connor Earl. He's
Ball's
definitely
back and
putting on
forth,
quite
Mr.
a
Earl.
performance out here.
Time.
Really can't fault him.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure if Connor seeded one for the under-17 event. I do stand to correction, so forgive me for not having that information at hand. But he's a solid player, and he's definitely somebody that you're going to have to go and beat. He's not going to give it to you. Doesn't make a whole lot of unforced errors, and he's not doing that now. So Jones is going to have to do something pretty special.
Absolutely. And something that is standing out quite impressively for me is Connor Earl is currently playing in the under-17 division, but is currently ranked inside the top 10 in South Africa for the under-19s.
Earl leads 2 games to
So
love.
definitely, you know, he's been putting in the time, he's been putting in the effort, and he's
Level.
starting to reap the benefits out here.
Absolutely, and if he can compete with the under-19s, it also tells you something about his physicality. You know, he has to have that, otherwise he won't be able to compete with them.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going places, and be interesting to talk to him. That's a wonderful shot.
One love.
His aspirations for what he'd like to achieve in under-19s next year.
I mean, not just that. the
Oh,
pace
it's lovely
that-
hands. That's a great
Down,
body
2
drop,
love.
isn't it? Man, it looks so casual, like he was just having Sunday breakfast.
The pace that Earl is playing at, you can just see, you know, he's adopted that from the under-19s.
Down.
He's
Hand
playing
out.
a little
1-2.
bit faster compared to Jones. Seems comfortable with the pace. Happy to obviously look for the volley.
Yes. Taking the ball a bit earlier. Hitting
Yeah.
it a fraction harder when you can. Oh,
2
a bit lucky.
all.
But he'll take it. He needs it. Let's see if he can turn that luck into an advantage.
It's paid for the whole racket. Eh?
Hand out. 3-2.
Money well spent.
Absolutely. That's why frames cost so much these days. They work as well, not just the strength. That's a good line. A little bit deeper. It's a bit loose. Trouble coming.
Down.
Oh, hit that down.
Hand out.
Got a bit lazy there.
3
You
all.
can see he's
it's quite interesting that his reaction where he knows that he's busy, winning comfortably, but he still berates himself when he hits the ball into the tin like that. Even though he got a bit physically or mentally lazy on it. That's something I would work on if I was him to, not be negative with yourself. Absolutely no reason for it.
Oh, it's a lovely boast.
Bit of boast really works in. Yeah, that's good scrambling. Get back in the rally. Yeah, it's a good hold. Oh, he's back in it. This is good. Now he's asking his opponent to beat him. This is where Russell can come into his own. Oh, a little flick. I wish he had gone straight there. That would have been so much better. Oh, there's a little reverse angle. Oh, that's counter drop. That's a better rally.
Hand out.
He's played a few of those.
4-3.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's in it now. 4-3. He's got a chance. He just needs a good rally here. Otherwise, Connor could possibly go 5-3, 6-3, and then it becomes very difficult again. So this is a critical rally for him. And his mindset, belief systems. This is good. Move.
Onto the racket.
Oh, that's a great hand. That's a great volley. What a lovely line. If it hit the side wall there, that ball would have stopped in the middle of the service box, and then Russell would be able to get it. But he didn't. Oh, that's
6-3.
That's so difficult to see, huh? Don't you find that? White ball, white wall.
Oh, it's under the mesh.
Yeah, it's really difficult to judge.
But what I'm liking from Russell, he's looking to step up. Okay, look, he's getting a little bit shot.
Yeah.
He's getting a little bit unlucky with the volley drops, but he's starting to step up, starting to look like he wants to be in it, starting to compete.
Yes, and the rally length's got longer as a result, hasn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
until now.
8-3.
Put my foot in my mouth, didn't I?
Starting to feel the fatigue now.
It's been a long day, yes.
Here's the post.
That's good. He got it right to the side wall. It was really good. Oh, that one sitting up. Oh, I can't. Yeah,
right
just one too often. Yeah.
Straight.
Understandable though. He's in a
9-3.
desperate situation, so he's he's trying to hit some winners rather than just try to do nothing. Can't fault him. Can't blame him. Still positive. Kind of going for the cross-court nick there, missing. There's that lovely line again. That's a nice little boast. That's a lovely retrieval. He's got the middle of the court through, really lifting it. That's a great lift.
It's looking good.
Yeah, it's really hurting him. Yeah, it's working. He's taking control of the middle. There's the cross-court. He got it for it. Yeah, that'll hold. Oh, this is hurting. It's a wonderful hold and line again. This is a really good rally. Russell's doing really well to stay in it. Really, really well. And he's hit the tin. Well played, Russell Jones.
10-3 match ball.
Look down. Sorry if our monitors, folks. Not just my old eyes.
What a rally that was.
That was a great rally, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah, he's still in it. He's done him again. Game of match.
11-3.
Very, very good.
Match to all.
All played.
3 games to love.
Thanks, Jacques.
11-4,
Enjoyed commentating with you.
11-3,
Enjoyed
11-3.
commentating the rest. I'm going to go and interview these kids.
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our boys under 17 event. Yeah, I'll see you. I think we might be done for today, but I will definitely be seeing you guys soon. Cheers, everyone.
Right, gentlemen, well done. You're going to have to speak nice and loud into the microphone, all right? Connor, well played. I saw you here last year, and I'm seeing Connor here this year. You seem a lot more at ease, is the best way I can put it. You know, you're very intense on the squash court. You work really hard. But from last year to this year, in my opinion, I've just commentated. I've had the privilege of commentating on your match. You look a lot more at ease with yourself on the squash court and not forcing it and beating yourself up all the time.
Yeah, last year it was the first time on the glass, so I wasn't used to it. and so I couldn't see the ball the first time, and I got smashed by Josh, and I really, but yeah, it feels good to be back, and hopefully I've already done better than last time, so.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
And how did you find how did you find your opponent? You seemed comfortable throughout the entire match. You played some much better rallies and squash in that third game, but you didn't let him back in. Is that how you felt, or did you just feel in control the whole way through?
I just felt like I was hitting my length well, so I was in the front most of the time. But yeah, he's good, and it wasn't easy.
So you've got a family. Your younger brother's coming through. What's it like when you two play together? I asked Damien the same thing when him and Luan play. Is it all-out war, or are you mates?
It's war. And
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah. And normally he actually wins.
Really?
Yeah. He's actually double-handed like Luan.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So is there a chance that you two are going to meet up? Do you have to play each other in this tournament? Do you know yet? Because I'm taking bets, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to make some money out of this.
Hopefully not.
Well, listen, it's fantastic to have you back. Got an awesome squash family. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your experience and life goes well.
Thank you.
Konoval, everybody. Russell?
How's it?
You've got to talk really loudly into the mic, yeah? Okay. First experience here or second?
First.
And how was it?
It's kind of scary, eh? I mean, like, everyone is watching you, but you don't realize it when you're in the courts. You just play how you're playing, and yeah.
It's quite amazing that on the squash court you can actually see out and see everything, but when the ball's flying around, you see none of that, not so?
Yeah, because, like, you're focusing on the balls, so, like, you shouldn't be focusing on anything else, so yeah.
How did you feel about your performance? It looked like you, from my perspective, commentating, you played much better in the third game compared to your first two, but how do you feel about it?
Well, I ran a lot, so, like, I tried there, but, like, I don't think my shots were really that good today. Hopefully tomorrow they'll be better.
It says on your CV that you like playing trick shots. So you practice them?
Yeah, for fun. I mean, I tried a bit of fakes here. It didn't work, so yeah.
You're the only person from Easterns being represented in these finals that I can remember, or is there someone else that I've missed?
My sister.
Ah, apologies, sister.
Yeah.
So also running in the family, and then just the two of you. How's things in Eastern squash?
It's very small. I hope that there'll be like more players, because I want to play more, not just like the under-19s and all people. I want to play people my age. So yeah.
And does that mean you're playing out of Jeppe, correct?
Jeppe Quandam, yeah.
Okay, so you're playing men's league in Gauteng?
Yeah.
And are you not getting more games in that involvement, or is it just not enough juniors around you to be able to train with, simply because that's where you live?
I want more juniors because in the league I'm in, like fifth league, there's not many players like my age, and I want to play people my age just for fun or something, you know?
Where does squash sit in your life? Is it high priority? Is it something you'd like to take further? Or is it just something that you're enjoying for now and doing your best?
Well, personally, like, I would take cricket over squash. And I dropped hockey for cricket and squash, so I want to pursue those in the future.
And what do you do in cricket? Do you bat or do you bowl? Or both?
Open the bowling for everything, and then batting, I open sometimes 50s and 20s.
Oh, wow. So you're pretty much an all-rounder.
Yeah, me, I'm a power hitter, so...
So you smack it out the park.
Yeah,
well, that's awesome. Well, good luck for future endeavours. Good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah.
And it's good to get to know you. All right.
Thank you.
Well played. Connor Jones, everybody. Oh, excuse me. Not Connor. First on court is a young lady. It's the sister of Russell. So we know where she comes from. Easton's. She's at St. Andrew's School for Girls, and visual arts is her favorite subject. Her favorite food, steak and chips, just like me. And her favorite movie of all time, the Star Wars franchise, not like me. Welcome, Stephanie Jones. Her opponent for this match is a young lady who played in last year's under-17 final here on the glass. It was a mammoth 3-2. It ended 15-13 in the fifth of some absorbing squash. She plays for Northerns. She's looking to take this game a lot further and hopefully be in the top 100 in the PSA rankings very shortly. Please welcome Awandi Malinga. Once again, thank you very much to all our sponsors. The V&A Waterfront for hosting us, Growthpoint Properties, of course, our biggest sponsor, and the City of Cape Town for being involved in putting together such a fantastic event. To Dunlop for the balls, to Aquele for all the waters and everything. Starbucks, remember, for those of you that have got the dawn shift tomorrow morning, lots of coffee ready there for you. To Bears Furniture, thank you very much for the VIP area. Go buy your furniture there. KFC, they've been fantastic, and so is Stair Keniko, providing prizes for all the kids.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here today with Geoffrey Dumini, your co-host, I suppose. On court, we have Awande Malinga and Stephanie Jones. We all know Awande, very, very well-known squash player amongst the juniors. She's currently the number 2 in the country. She participated in this tournament last year, unfortunately losing 3-2 in the final to Savannah. But I'm sure she will definitely convert this year. She's definitely at the drawing board once again, but I'm sure she will produce quality squash. On court, she's got Stephanie Jones, who's currently under 19. She's the current SA number 15. She gets coached twice a week. She plays men's league every week and trains at gym. Her favorite food is steak and chips.
Nationals 2022. Girls under
She currently
19
attends
first round
St.
match.
Andrew's School for Girls. All right, here we go. It's level in games. We've got Stephanie Jones
Stephanie
in
Jones
the
to serve,
navy blue
Awanda Malinga
and
to
white
receive.
skirt,
Best of
and
5 games.
Malinga, aka Mini Malinga, in the green level. I'm definitely expecting. Oh,
Hand out,
hello.
one love.
There it is
One
already.
away.
We know how this goes with these juniors. If you're experienced, even your mistakes are winners. I'm definitely expecting Malinga to bowl a couple of Yorkers on court. The Joff. I think that is the wrong Malinga, Jacques. That is Lasset Malinga, that ex-international cricket player.
Hand out, 1 all.
I don't believe you. Oh, running are we? Awande also represented the South African junior national team at Worlds this year in France, at Nancy, I believe.
2-1.
So she's fresh off a good tour. She's looking in form, and I have no doubt in my mind that she will race away all the way to the final this tour. Lovely power. Oh, that is incredible
3-1.
display of control from Malinga. Mini Malinga off to a fast start. It's 3-1 up at the moment in the first game. Jones with some really good line and length hinting there. Jones under a little bit of pressure. It's good
4-1.
execution of shot there from Malinga. It's beautiful. We know that Malinga is also fresh off an injury. I know she, I think, tore Achilles or ACL, but I know that she's fully recovered, back up and playing squash. Rested, well rested for the big tournaments at the end of this year.
5-1.
Shot. But Jacques, we also know that Miss Stephanie Jones also comes from a line of squash players. We believe that her mom was also a ex-squash player. We know that the one thing she enjoys most about squash is she loves the fitness and fast-paced running.
6-1.
She also enjoys the strategic game of the game, so we are now going to see, can she produce a strategy to terminate the dominant Malinga? Oh, that's a lovely
7-1.
cross court. She just whipped that across her body. We understand that Malinga is
Down,
currently
hand out,
producing quality squash.
2-7.
I mean, this young lady has just displayed what a great tactic she has in terms of her gameplay. I mean, we've seen her utilize the front of the court when necessary, the back of the court when necessary, but unfortunately
3-7.
she's just made an error over there, slamming the bottom of the floor, and unfortunately giving a point to her opponent. It's now currently, I believe, either 3-7 or 4-7.
Hand out, 8-3.
Malinga's finishing capabilities is quite exceptional. Would you not agree with me, Geoffrey? Oh, I definitely would. I mean, look, she's definitely technically sound, and I don't think it takes a scientist to figure out the fact that in terms of this game right now, she is more technically advanced than her
Down.
opponent. That doesn't mean her opponent cannot produce
9-3.
quality squash as well. It's just about understanding what do I need to do as a squash player to dominate on the squash court. Oh, beautiful.
Hand out, 4-9.
I believe that's the first volley burst we've seen all tournament, Jacques. No, I think you're wrong, yeah? I've seen it a couple of times today. Just need to open up your eyes, that's all. Possibly. I'm just mesmerized by all the nicks that have been slotted in today, so. There's the second volley burst. I'm starting to keep count for you now. Thanks, I appreciate it. Lovely counter drop. Oh.
Down, Hand out 10-4 game ball.
It's currently 10-4, Jacques. I mean, this was quite a fast start. I just started my timer, unfortunately, so I can't give the time of this game, but I can say it is definitely under 4 minutes. You know, Jacques, I've actually read up on a recent stat stating that players tend to break down around 8 minutes in duration of a squash game. What are your thoughts about that?
Malinga leads 1 game to
We
none.
will continue this conversation at a later stage. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to love and leave you for the next 90 seconds, but please stay tuned and we'll catch you guys in a bit. Cheers, cheers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. We are currently 1 loving games to a 1-day Malinga, the one in playing in green,
1 love.
and Stephanie Jones in the, I believe that is a navy blue and red shirt.
Most definitely. Right, Mom. One day, definitely displaying the fact that she has the most control on court at the moment. Very comfortable along that tee line. From a tactical point of view, Jacques, what do you think Stephanie has to do to at least gain somewhat of a competitive stake in this game?
She's got to hit the back wall. She's got to get Malinga behind her. Malinga is very comfortable in the front of the court. She's able to hold her opponent. She's able to hit the drop shot, able to flick, able to utilize the lob. So I think if Jones can just nullify her a little bit by sending her to the back of the court, you know, she's in the match. Eh? There's the drop from Malinga. Jones with the cross court, not deep enough. And there's the volley drop from Malinga once again.
3-1.
So that's what she's got to try and cut out. She's got to take away the middle of the court from Malinga, push her all the way to the back of the court so that she can just start stepping up, feeling more comfortable, getting into the match. There's it short again. It's too short. There's Malinga's hit the back wall, force the bows.
I couldn't agree with you more, Jacques. I mean, I'm actually just witnessing a lot of cross courts currently. You know, we know in this game the side walls are there for a reason. If you hit them, that's a bonus. But if you can glue the ball onto them, that's even better.
There's the drop from Malinga, and there again, not wide enough, not quite putting Malinga under enough pressure. And yeah, Malinga just again looks very comfortable on that volley.
I mean, she does. I believe she was almost 1.5 meters up on the tee over there. So I mean, I'm expecting a lot of confident shots from Malinga going forward. I mean, she's literally just pumping the ball from the front of the court all the way to the back once, putting her opponent into the front. So look, I'm not surprised that she is very confident this time around, and she's literally not even moving from that tee line. I mean, this is a good display of what control looks like for any of those juniors out there. Want to know what does quality squash actually look like?
Jones just a little unlucky. No, she's hitting the right shots cross court. She's hitting the right shot to the straight drive, but it's just too short at the moment. She's got to try and lift it a little bit more, but still try and hit it at the same pace, you know, to get it to go all the way to the back of the court. But again, you know, she's not giving up. She's still in the fight. She's just got to keep pushing. Oh, it's a lovely lob.
Oh, that is beautiful. I think utilizing that sign over there, it's a little bit bright up there, but I mean, That's great awareness from Awande, noticing that the sign did change color, very, very bright white, and we know that ball is white. So, I mean, a very good tactic over there. Oh, Jones on the ground. Oh, beautiful, utilizing the straight drop once again, taking her opponent into the front of the court and backing it up once again. Shock, this game has been going on for more than 2 minutes right now. What are your thoughts? It's 10-1 in points. Just got to try and get stuck in here. Eh? Oh, it's just Malinga just waiting depth of shot every single time. You know, she's on the money. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back with you within the next 90 seconds. Please enjoy your 90-second break. Cheers, cheers. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 2022 Growthpoint Nationals. On court, we currently have Awande Malinga and Stephanie Jones. Malinga currently leading 2 loving games. Jones to receive. Love all. Oh, it's a good drop, eh? That is a beautiful drop. A good display of what quality and textbook drop shots actually look like.
Hand out, 1-all.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can hear, my brother loves to refer to the manual. Textbook, textbook, textbook. Oh, that wasn't very textbook, was it? I know the frame is a part of the racket, but not that time around. Space. Once again on the volley.
3-1.
I just think currently Awande is playing squash and opponent is playing a different sport. I mean, it's just a clear display of the quality and control that this young lady possesses. I must say Stephanie Jones is producing a competitive game. It's just Awande is stepping it up another level. She just looks so comfortable, so confident on every single shot that she plays, never looking like she's actually under pressure. And even when she is, she responds with another quality shot. What are your thoughts on that?
Right box?
I mean, she definitely seems to have a solid game. The plans there, you can see that obviously her preparations for this tournament, it's really starting to show. She looks very comfortable on court. Every shot, it's literally to target, dying there again, once again with the cross court, dying length. And you know, she's just come back from World Juniors, so she's obviously in quite a bit of form, very comfortable on court. Oh, Jones. Under a little bit of pressure, Jones has got to try and get that ball past Malinga.
Nice up, thank you.
It's very good honesty.
6-1.
Lovely sporting. Very good sportsmanship. It's currently 6-1 in the final game and final match of today. I bet these ladies have been itching all day to play this match. I mean, they definitely want to get on the glass court, show and display and showcase how good of a squash player she actually is, representing a country day in and day out. She is a true South African squash player. Ball is currently out. It's currently 7-1 to Malinga. We're heading now toward the business end of the game. Can Stephanie Jones produce somewhat of a comeback, or will Malinga step on the gas pedal, foot on the throat, and close off this match? Oh.
Yes, Slade. 8-1.
I was about to say something else. Rather not. Let's just keep it clean for now, Doc. It's a
good serve.
9-1.
It's 9-1 currently, Jacques. Thoughts?
At this point in time, Malinga does seem to be dominating, but again, as you guys know, I never write off the players. Jones,
Down.
there we go.
Hand
Trap
out,
Malinga
2-9.
at the back of the court.
It's 2-9. Let's see if Jones can produce somewhat of a comeback, but the control once again from Malinga is just too good. I mean, now she's currently hitting the ball purposely into her opponent. That just shows the match awareness and player awareness that this young lady possesses.
Jones just struggling once again. It's a good counter. That's lovely from Malinga.
Oh my word. The ankles are going. Is this it? Is this it? Will it be the one?
What a rally, ladies.
Hand out,
What a rally.
10-2 match ball.
That was not pretty to watch. I can feel my ankles rumbling in my seat. Oh! No, that was Jacques. What you can do, I can do better. But unfortunately,
11-2
Malinga
match
knew.
to
That is
Malinga,
match.
3 games
11-2
to
to
11-4,
Malinga.
11-1,
What
11-2.
a performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would just like to thank you all very, very much for joining us today. Please keep tuned and please join us tomorrow morning at again 8 a.m. Obviously, we do have more matches on show for you guys. Ladies and gentlewomen, we will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Keep well, keep safe. Cheers.
So for me, it was really daunting.
Did you enjoy the experience or did you hate it?
I think it was lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
So it tells me that on your CV you want to study veterinary science. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's always been a dream of mine since I really love animals. So.
Me too. Didn't want to make me a vet, however. Well, listen, I wish you all the best in that way. Awandi, she's pretty good, huh?
Yeah, she's really, really good.
Do you get an opportunity to play this sort of level of player more often back home or not really?
Not really. I only play them. Well, I barely ever. I think I've only played a one day once before, and it didn't go too great either. So, yeah.
And as far as coaching goes, I see you with Nick Hadjifilippo. What are you guys currently working on?
I haven't been training too much at the moment because I have prelims coming up.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I mean, we just play condition games, technique, all that stuff.
Are you going to university next year?
Yes.
Do you know which university yet?
No.
Marty's. Okay. Stellenbosch.
Yeah, I've been thinking of Stellies.
That's awesome. You'll love it. Anyway, it's lovely to meet you. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. And I hope things go well. Stephanie Jones, everyone. Awandi, I haven't seen you for I lie. I saw you in July. But other than that, I haven't seen you for a year. You had an awful injury. Tell us a little bit about what you injured and how long it put you out the game for.
I tore my ACL partially, and so I was out from the beginning of this year for 5-6 months. So it's been tough to get back, but I'm just happy that I was able to come back and be able to play in important tournaments, even though I missed two tournaments that I was supposed to get a ranking this year, like the Bloom and the SA Schools. But I was happy to go to Worlds and play IPTs and this tournament, luckily. So I'm very proud of my recovery.
That's fantastic to hear. I think one of the biggest things for any athlete to deal with is getting an injury. You know, it's one thing, particularly when you're starting to make progress and then suddenly the carpet gets swept out from underneath you and there's that whole process of coming back. How's your headspace at the moment? Is it positive? Are you happy again? Are you completely over it? Or are you still gingery a little bit around the court?
I'm still trying to get back. My movement isn't where I want it to be. That's why my dad and I and some other coaches have been trying our best to get myself back into a good rhythm of playing squash. But I didn't do too well in the Worlds where I wanted to do well. But I think once next year comes, I'll be ready, and I'll be ready to play well and work hard, so I'm able to play in tournaments and to do well in them. So hopefully next year is a better year.
Do you feel, though, even with the injury, that you're a better player now this year than you were last year at the same time?
No, honestly, no, I'm not.
Well, I think you're moving better. So that's just my little 2 cents worth. I have a question for you. It says on the CVs, ladies and gentlemen, it says if you've got a nickname, let us know what it is. So Yours is Mini Malinga. So is that after the boxer Sugar Boy Malinga, or is that just Malinga because it's your surname and you're the youngest? Or how does that work?
Well, yes, I am the youngest, and usually my friend calls me Mini Malinga, so I thought that I might as well just put it on there, so yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, listen, it's wonderful to see you again. I really wish you all the best and that you achieve the aspirations and the heights that your talent most certainly belies and that you can do. And good luck for the rest of the tournament. You're a joy to watch, and I hope it all goes well.
Thank you.
Awandi Malinga, everybody.
Growthpoint SA Nationals 2022, girls under 15, first round match. Amy Shannon to serve, Riley Slade to receive.
Right,
Best of 5
welcome
games,
to our
level.
next match at the Growthpoint Nationals. These two young ladies are Riley Slade and Amy Shannon.
Hand out, one love.
It's the second last match of the day. Nice
Hand
step
out,
there
one
from
all.
Amy Shannon. Putting the ball in the back corners.
Out. Hand out, 2-1.
Alright, these two ladies are under 15. Unfortunately, the ball's been hit out. So in the background there, you can see Linda Shannon. That's Amy's mum, and she's also been a player for a good many years. The whole family plays
2-1.
squash. And her sister
3-1.
Rachel is in the under 19 section. And Amy's been playing squash since she was 8 years old.
4-1.
Riley's built up a little lead there.
5-1.
Lovely drop shot there in the front.
Hand out, 2-5. Three, 5.
Nice deep serve.
Hand out, 6-3.
Alright, nice deep cross
7-3.
court. Just at the right angle.
Hand out.
Lovely burst from
4-7.
Amy off the serve.
Hand out, 8-4.
Nice volley drop there from Riley. Taking the ball early. Another good drop.
9-4.
Cutting the ball off nicely.
Hand out, 5-9. Hand out,
Tricky bounce
10-5,
there.
game ball. Hand out,
Lovely drop
6-10,
shot
game
from
ball.
Amy. Hitting those corners, come sliding out. Mm.
11-6. Game to Slade.
Going
Slade
for the
leads 1
volley
game to
drop
love.
and not working, so that's 1 love to Riley Slade. Amy not looking too happy with herself. Right, so the gent coming onto the court will clean the ball for them. The ball does pick up quite a bit of black dust from the floor. It tends to go a little bit grey. And we'll be back in a moment.
Slade
Right.
leads, 1 game to love.
Next game between Amy Shannon and Riley Slade. Riley's 14 years of
Double.
age, and she's at Redham College just here in Constantia.
Hand out, 1 love.
Nice cross court there from Amy. Amy goes to St. Mary's School. Loves drama and natural science. And her mom does all her coaching.
Hand out, 1 all.
Very experienced player herself.
Hand out,
Right.
2-1.
Sometimes we call that shot nice and tight down the middle. Unfortunately, it comes straight
Fault.
at you, and
Hand
very
out,
difficult to get
2
your
all.
racket in place to return the shot. The ball's been hit out now. Score is 2-all.
Down,
Oh, unforced
3-2.
error there from Amy. She won't be happy with that. Lovely cross
Hand
court.
out, 3 all.
Nice angle into the back corner.
4-3.
Yeah, Riley finding herself completely out of position there.
Down, hand out, 4 all.
That was an open invitation for a winner. Unfortunately, Amy's hit the tin with that shot. Right, that was a better drop
Hand
from
out,
Amy.
5-4. No let, 6-4.
Right, no let given. Asking for a let there off the back wall. The ref didn't think she was in a position to play that.
7-4.
Ah, another nice drop from Amy. And a sneaky little boast. Another nice
9-4.
boast from Amy.
Down,
Oh,
10-4.
open
game ball.
opportunity there for Riley. Unfortunately, hits the tin with that shot. And
Hand
a
out,
lovely
5-10,
return of
game
serve.
ball. Down, 6-10, game ball. Out. 7-10, game
Amy
ball.
hitting a little bit wild there. Ball going out again. Oh
Out.
dear. Okay, that
11-7,
seems to be a little bit catchy.
Game to Shannon, 1 game
Right,
all.
so we have game to Amy Shannon, and it is now 1-all, and we will be back. Right, welcome back. Sitting at 1-1 here. A lovely drop from Riley. Amy's hitting it directly
Yes,
at
Slade.
Riley. Needs
One
to
love.
get her angles right here. Cross courts must be a lot deeper. Oh,
Hand out.
Riley just taking her off
One
the
all.
ball there for a split second and manages to miss. Lovely length
Hand out.
from
2-1.
Riley.
Down. Hand out. 2-all.
Not really getting her feet into position to play that post.
3-2.
Lovely serve from Amy. Nice and deep.
What a pickup.
Great pickup and nice drive to the back.
4-2.
Lovely cross court there.
Hand out. 3-4. Down. 4-all.
Unfortunate error there from Amy.
Five, 4.
Amy's playing a very loose game at the moment. She's got to tighten up, get her angles right, get the ball into the back. The ball's coming to Riley all the time.
Down. 6-4.
Riley building up a little bit of a lead here for herself.
7-4. Pickup was good. 8-4.
Right. Pickup was good. Riley continues to serve.
Hand out. 5-8.
Nice drop there from Amy Shannon.
Down.
All right, there to
Hand
play
out,
it.
9-5.
Unfortunately, hits it down.
Ten
Very
5.
difficult serve,
Game
coming
ball.
straight at the body.
Nice up. 11-5.
Right.
Game to Slade. Slade
Good
leads
burst
2 games to 1.
into the corner. And Riley Slade now leads 2-1. We'll be back for the 4th game. Right, we're ready for our
Slade leads
fourth
2
game
games to
here.
1.
2-1
Slade
to
to
Riley
serve,
Slade.
level.
Amy Shannon to receive.
Hand out, 1 love. Yeah, you can use Cassini.
Right, Amy, I think, has forgotten her eyewear. Eyewear, very important. All juniors have to wear protection over their eyes.
Hand out, 1 all.
Right, Amy's got to tighten up that serve. It's getting her into a little bit of trouble there.
I'm
Right,
not sure on
ref's
that
not
one, ladies.
sure.
Play let, please.
It's going to
Slade
ask
to
them
serve
to
from the
play a
right, 1 all.
let. Sometimes you're unsighted if the player's in front of you.
2-1.
Nice tight serve from Riley, making it really hard to return.
Down,
Oh,
hand out,
lovely
2 all.
burst. Into the tin from Riley. Nice step.
3-2. Hand out, 3 all.
It's a lovely burst from Riley Slade.
Four, 3.
Right, getting Amy right out of position there. Nice drive to the back.
5-3.
Riley said that her nickname is Moo. We'll have to find out why and where that came from. Lovely drop in the
6-3.
front there. She's pushing Amy to the back, and then she's opening the opportunity for herself to play the burst, to play a drop.
7-3.
Right, little reverse angle there. And
Out.
again, ball
Hand
going
out.
straight at
4-7.
player. Very difficult to return. Got a ball boy here who's been rather busy this morning. Right. Ball is back.
Down, hand out, 8-4.
Unfortunately, not quite in position, so into the tin.
Hand out, 5-8.
Again, straight at the body, can't get a racket in position. Sneaky
Hand
little
out,
burst there from
9-5.
Riley.
Yes, let's.
Asking
9-5.
for a let. There's some interference on the way to the ball. Gets a let, so they'll replay that point.
Hand out, 6-9.
Nice drop from Amy.
Fault. Hand out, 10-6, match ball.
Normally we would say that the person serving the ball out would get a fine. Amy doesn't take her time with the ball. And her serve. Steps in and she serves without giving herself a little bit of time.
Handout,
Again, coming
7-10,
in
match
at a
ball.
difficult angle to get your racket up.
Fault.
Oh,
11-7,
second one.
match to Slade, 3 games to 1.
Unfortunately,
11-6, 7-11,
that brings it to
11-5,
an end for her.
11-7.
Riley Slade wins 3-1. And we'll get ready for the next match.
That time of the evening where it's on to our last match, the graveyard shift for these two young men. Also, once again, playing their second match. So please help me welcome onto court our very first opponent. You've met him before. He's from Northerns. He plays at Glenwood Squash Club. He's at Larsville, Garsfontein. Joseph Myers. His opponent is schooled online at King's Inter High Online UK. His coach is Ravi Govender. He's from the KZN. Aidan McNeil. Give these guys a clap. It's their last match. It's the last match of the day. It's been a long day. Give us a show, boys. Saturday and Sunday.
Time.
Right, welcome to our last game for the day between Aidan McNeil
SA
and
Nationals
Joseph Myers.
2022.
Our under 15 boys.
Boys under 15, round 2.
Getting ready to start now. Aidan comes from King's Inter High Online in the UK. He does all his schooling online. And he says that maths is his favorite subject. Plays at Protea Squash Club in KZN. And
Aidan
his
McNeil
coach
to
is
serve.
Robbie Govender.
Joseph Myers to receive. Best of 5 games, love all. Not up, hand out, 1 love.
Right, a little bit of a scrappy start.
Down, hand out, 1
Unfortunately
all.
Joseph into the tin. Sending Aidan the wrong way,
Down.
and Aidan able to respond with a
2-1.
really deep length to the back.
Down,
Another good length.
3-1.
Ball tends to die in the back a little bit.
Down, 4-1.
Joseph making
Left
some
box.
unnecessary, unforced errors now.
Down, 5-1.
And again. He's not happy with himself.
Stroke to McNeil, 6-1.
Be a stroke to McNeil. Don't have access to the ball.
Hand
Nice
out,
drop there.
2-6.
Good volley drop from Joseph. Hand out, 2-6.
Three, 6.
Again, being a bit aggressive and cutting the ball off. Good shot.
Down, hand out, 7-3. Eight, 3.
Nice little burst there. Caught Joseph out of position. Lovely drop
Hand out,
shot.
4-8.
So hand out, 4-8.
Hand out, 9-4.
Nice drop from Aidan.
Ten, 4. Game ball. Eleven, 4. Game to McNeil.
Right,
McNeil leads
that
1
ends
game
the
to none.
next, the first game of this matchup. And we'll be back for the second game. Right, welcome back. If you've just joined us, we've got Aiden McNeil,
McNeil
and
leads
Joseph
1 game
Myers,
to love.
our under 15 boys. Final match of the day.
Love all.
And it is 1-love to Aiden McNeil.
Down, 1 love.
Aiden using the boast very well at the moment. Oh,
2
lovely
love.
return.
From the right. Down. Hand out. 1-2.
Nice shot there from Joseph.
Down. 2 all.
Cross court just at the right angle. Aiden not able to get there. Big stretch. That's a lovely length.
Hand out. 3-2.
Good choice of shot.
Gents, I'm not sure about the down in the front play. Let please.
Ref isn't
Mr.
sure
McNeil
about
serving
the
from the
pickup
right.
in the front
3-2.
there, so he's going to play late on that shot.
All
right, the tricky little boast in the front there. Realised his opponent is out of position. Oh, lovely
Hand out,
cross court
3-4.
from Joseph. Oh, loose ball.
Down. Hand out.
Joseph
5-3.
had an opportunity there to put the ball away, unfortunately, into the tin. Hand out, 5-3.
Down. 6-3.
Again, not turning around to take the ball on his backhand is what he should have done. Backhand court. Trap yourself against the wall when you try and take it on the forehand.
7-3. Not up. 8-3.
Nice drop there from Aiden. He's built himself a little lead now. Does make one feel confident. Lovely cross court.
Down. Hand out.
Unfortunately,
4-8.
burst is down. Hand out. Joseph to serve. 4-8. Lovely.
Hand
burst.
out, 9-4. Down, thank you. Hand out, 5-9.
And out. Joseph to serve. Very hot on that court.
Quickly, Mr. Myers.
Lovely shot from the back of the court. Nice, strong, tight drive.
Not up. Hand out. Yours was not up, Mr. Myers. Hand out, 10-6, game ball.
Lovely cross court.
11-6.
Game to an end.
Game to McNeil.
To
McNeil
Love,
leads.
to Aiden
2
McNeil.
games to Love.
Joseph getting a little bit frustrated with himself. And we'll be back for the next game.
Fifteen seconds.
Right. Aiden McNeil leads 2 games to love. And we're ready for the next one.
McNeil leads 2 games to Love. Love all.
Joseph Myers is coached by Liz McKenzie. She runs a big academy in Pretoria.
Hand out, 1 Love.
Does a wonderful job with the kids. Lots of youngsters learning to play squash.
Down, hand out, 1 all. Down, 2-1.
Joseph is getting very frustrated with himself. He's making unnecessary errors.
Down, 3-1.
And again. It's not fun when you're on court, and that's what starts happening because you seem to get in a bit of a roll of errors.
Hand out, 2-3.
Angle burst. So hand out, 2-3.
Three all.
Unfortunate there. 2 loose. Joseph managed to put it away. That's a great
Hand out,
cross court.
4-3.
Just the right angle to take it out of reach of his opponent.
Down, 5-3. Down, 6-3. Yes, Slade, 6-3.
Right, that'll be a let. Nice.
Down, hand out, 4-6.
Deep shot into the back corners. Very hard to retrieve those.
Down, hand out, 7-4.
It takes the youngsters many years to learn that the nice tight drive, bouncing after the serving box is one of the best shots. Gets you out of trouble. Gives you an opportunity
Hand
to get
out,
back on the
5-7.
tee. When they get to under 19, they start realizing it's a very effective shot. Right, 5-7.
Six, 7.
Great shot from
7 all.
Joseph, nice and hard, low, just above the tin. Aiden retrieving well, but just
8-7.
unable to retrieve that drop. So Joseph in the lead now, 8-7.
9-7.
Aiden's got to tighten up again, get the ball to the back.
Yes, let.
Let ball.
9-7.
Interference there on the way to the ball.
From the right.
9-7. Very loose ball again. Lovely cross court.
Hand out, 8-9. Hand out
from Joseph, brings up
10-8.
Game
ball.
Great length.
Hand out, 9-10.
Into the back
game
corners.
ball.
That's what wins the point. Lovely angle on that cross court.
10 all. The
Just
player
out of
must win by
reach.
2 points. Down,
And
11-10.
Joseph gets
Match ball.
Anxious and makes the mistake. Player has to win by 2. Nice tight length.
Out, hand out, 11 all.
Takes us to 11 all. This is when players can get a bit nervous, a bit anxious about the next point. Have to stay focused here. Ball boy's gone looking for the ball. So, in the meantime, we'll mention that Aiden is coaching twice a week with his skills. He has mental and fitness coaching, and he practices by himself and he plays league. So this brings him to 4 or 5 times a week of training. And his favorite food is fruit. Most unusual for a youngster.
Match ball has been lost. Players have reasonable time to warm up.
Unfortunately, the ball has been lost, which has happened a few times today. One would think there's lots of open space, you can easily find it, but that's not the case. So boys have to warm another ball up. Which makes it quite difficult at this stage of the game. 11 all.
Gentlemen, here's your match ball.
Right, and the match ball is found. So the game will continue with the match ball.
Mr. Myers is serving from the right. Hand out 11 all.
Right, so Joseph serving from the right. 11 all.
Down.
Unfortunately, another
12-11
mistake.
match ball.
Not what you need at this stage. That's a lovely deep cross
13-11.
And that brings
Match
the,
to
the
McNeil.
match to an end.
3 games
3
to
love
11
to
4, 11
Aiden
6,
McNeil.
13-11.
Right, we will be back tomorrow for the next round of matches in this under 15, under 17 and under 19 Growthpoint Nationals. And live streaming will be up and running from the morning. Thank you and good night.